You could turn me on and turn me off with your gaze. You can make me feel oh so much with your ways. It's so perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me into you. You flick the switch, you know me so well. You turn me on like nobody else. I'm a project for you to complete. You're so perfect and now I need you. You need me, need me. It's so perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me into you. You could turn me on and turn me off with your gaze. You can make me feel oh so much. Know how I feel.
It's just backs on this mirror window trying to stay them off, but Mitchell coming in.
You know how I feel.
He's gonna take down Poison. He's gonna make it a 4v4 for his team.
You know how I feel.
That maybe not even Valkyrie herself, and she is aware.
It's a new life.
He's not aware that Envy's here, and Envy will pick him up.
And I'm feeling.
Also on 1 HP, I didn't notice that one.
And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine.
Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to this very, very special day. It's the final day of the Champion Series. Team Noetic, Team Blue Jays, the reigning champions, the Dark Horses. I mean, there's so much we could talk about it, but I mean, I'm here with one of the most amazing young casters that I know who has such a bright future ahead of him. Squishy, how are you, man?
I am so hyped for this game, and I have a large smile on my face, and I'm here with Jaeger. I just can't wait for this game. Blue Jays, Noetic facing off, seeing Booster on the lineup. You know, I do love him. I do love him. You can't get enough of Booster and Blue Jays. They're the minor league dominators pushing up into the Champion Series finals. So it's going to be a good one. They've both stood up to their name and see what they have in this best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Jays definitely the dark horses, I would say, of this tournament. Taking down second seed of Karlstad Kings. I'm sure many people weren't really expecting that kind of result, and they're proving why they're going to be such a dominant force in the next season when they're going to be playing in the major league. And honestly, I'm just really excited, even though this match to actually decide the winner of the Champions Series is not over. I'm already getting excited for the next season where we can watch them, in playing against all these different teams. And I mean, I can't even contain this kind of excitement, but that can wait for another day. Let's talk about let's just recap through what has happened in the champion series a bit so far, right? So going through it, obviously on the very first day, Ruhr Esports 2-0 Team Ninso, followed by QVG losing to Blue Jays as a 2-0 defeat. We don't really have a graphic for this, so I'll just speed past this real quick. Noetic made a quick work of Ruhr in a 2-0 defeat, while Blue Jays with the surprise win on Karlstad in a 2-1. And the third and fourth place, of course, unfortunately, Karlstad did forfeit. That means Ruhr came third, Karlstad was fourth, and now we're going to be here to decide the first and second places. I mean, there's so much more I could say. I mean, oh my god. And also, before I forget, Noetic have announced that they'll be moving away from Talent League. So this is the last dance. So do they get that fourth Talent League in a row?
Yeah.
I mean, Squishy, what do you think, right? This kind of game.
It's pretty much a no-brainer if you're keeping up with Talent League. You know that Noetic are the strongest team for the past 3 seasons. They're looking to get the fourth one.
Yeah.
And Blue Jays, they're not expected to win. Even the majority of people think Noetic's going to win. If they win, it's just a twister. It's such a mind-boggler if Blue Jays come out top, because Noetic, 3 times, let's just make it 4. And good for them that they're going to be moving on. I think all their players have reached the age limit. They're going to be moving on forward off this. So hopefully they end it well. If it gets to map 5, it's even better for both teams, me, you, and everyone watching. And both teams looking ready. And I believe the first map is Villa.
Yep.
Villa, and Noetic chose that map, and next will be going to Oregon. And I mean, Jaeger, I just can't wait for this match. It's going to be so good, and there's so much in it.
I mean, I can just tell you're so excited, but we gotta take this step by step. There's a procedure here. We gotta get a few more details out. So obviously, the community vote. You said it was actually very one-sided to Noetic, but actually, as you can see from this graphic on your screen right here, Blue Jays 46% to Noetic's 54%. So it is a very, very even community spread. There's a lot of ifs and maybes. It's not guaranteed. And I think if there is a team to kind of upset and beat Noetic, it would have to be someone like Blue Jays, someone from the minor league, as underdogs, as dark horses in this tournament. And I'm just really excited to watch it. But last thing, I know we were all excited to watch this game, but we got to get this out. The Invite Open Series and qualifiers are opening tomorrow at 8 p.m. CEST. You can sign up your team up for 2 weeks straight. Our signups close on the 10th at midnight. And I mean,
it's a great
I don't
opportunity.
think there's anything else to say. I mean, first of all, join.
It's a great opportunity. Everyone, you better join right now if you've got a T14. Make one right now. I know there's people play R6, they want to get into competitive, and this is the place, because people think, it's just T4, it's basically like ranked. It's so different.
It's not. It's so different.
From this game, Jaeger, you will see this. And Zarok is going to be the captain for Blue Jays. He's going to be leading this line alongside Clutcher. And big names on these both of the lineups. Nako, Skies, Nago, Boosty. You've heard them many times before. You'll see them clutch. You'll see them win the map. And Hunter, Nevon, Control, and Splits have been doing amazing in the minor league. But they've got the biggest game coming for them. They did well against Karlstad Kings, but Noetic, they're the champions, and they're the team which is going to be taking them down.
Yeah, I mean, it's very. I think you can definitely describe this as the Noetic dynasty. Just ever since they've for the past few years, let's just say, they have been the most dominant team, I guess. I mean, let's just talk a bit about the maps as well. First of all, I know there's a lot of controversy, not controversy, but Conso is taking out the map pool, Bank is added in, and we're actually going to be seeing Bank as a guaranteed map, as it is our third map that is going to be played. Like Squishy had just said a bit earlier, the first map that we're going to be playing is a bit of Villa, which is picked by Noetic, and then Blue Jays had picked Oregon, which is channeling us into that third map of Bank, which is the guaranteed last map we're going to be playing. And then if it goes on to a fourth map, we have Chalet, and then finally, as a decider, we have Clubhouse to put it in the dust. I mean, I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. production, I'm sure you can remind me if I've forgotten to say anything else. But yeah, I'm pretty sure both teams are about ready. I think Noetic are ready. We're just waiting on one of the teams still. So we're just going to be talking a bit more about the teams. I mean, prediction, Squishy. What do you think is going to happen this game?
Oh, don't put that pressure on me, Jaeger. I mean,
Come on, Caster's Curse. You know you want to Caster's Curse it. Come on.
If the things, if I say Blue Jays, Noetic's going to win. If I say Noetic, Blue Jays are going to win. So I'm not going to let anything. I mean, honestly, personally, I want Noetic to win because of Boister, Booster, whatever you want to put.
Yeah.
Because
I
just love it. You know,
yeah.
I just love him.
I mean, I know it's so hard to see, but you know, we can decide that as we get into this very first map of this very last game on this on this champion series. And I just saw like the graphic for the showdown thing. I don't know if anyone else saw that, so I was just very confused. I thought we loaded up the wrong playlist for a second, but no, we're all good still. And you can see our Blue Jays going to be starting on the defense, and Noetic are going to be starting on the attack. First ban coming out. If it's Thatcher, we're not talking about it. End of story. What do you think?
Probably Thatcher. But let's just see the countdown on
Nomad. Let's go. No Thatcher ban for us.
Yeah. There's still one ban left. Don't get yourself up.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking an ace. I'm
I
thinking an
can
ace.
see. I mean, maybe, but most likely it's gonna be Thatcher. Just the utility he brings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I bother talking about it. It's gonna happen. Like, well, look,
Yeah.
it's no point. And usually on a map that's as big as Villa, you'll definitely be expecting to see a Vamai, a Valkyrie ban, maybe even a cheeky Mira, even though Mira's not really that of a stronger pick. Usually, I'm guessing this is going to be a Valkyrie ban, and then maybe like a Kaid, right?
I'm so hyped for this. Oh, you don't understand, I'm hyped for this.
Yeah, I can tell from your voice. You've joined here, and ever since you joined, you're just a bubbly nature. You're just so ready to watch these two teams clash. And my prediction so far, 3 out of 3. Actually, no, 2 out of 2 because I didn't really predict the first one. The other factor, but I'm gonna say Valkyrie. You know,
Goyo.
Oh,
That's like an old ban. That ban would be banned most maps when at 3 shields.
yeah.
Now
I
it's
mean,
3 shields,
Goyo.
it's
I mean,
as much.
the last time that Goyo was. I mean, I won't say Goyo is an operator that really gets banned that much anymore. There was a time where his shields were very much in meta as the 20-second meta, as you would say. But nowadays, he's just more of like an off pick when you need to bring extra shields. And it's very surprising to see him banned. Maybe they have certain intel on why it's a certain kind of target ban. Maybe they just know some player is really good on the Vector and just want to ban it. Or maybe they're just like, you know what, we want to play with the Valkyrie. And as you can see, Blue Jays are actually not playing with the Valkyrie, instead opting to bring an Echo, which is, you know, when I say, I speak for myself, but I'm a strong believer that when Valkyrie is unbanned, she is a must pick in every round. Just that straight intel you can get. Especially on a map like Villa as well. Oh my god.
But you know what else I'm really happy about is you know how the new season when you're choosing ops, you get to see like the whole body. And then because I haven't played the new season, I've been keeping up with like watching competitive and everything. Like, I'm gonna point them out, Corner Gaming. They'd be slapping Benjamin stuff. But it's just everything has been placed together so well, and I'm so hyped for this game. Noetic on attack and Blue Jays on defense. Solid bans, and you know, I just can't wait. Every round counts, and one mistake could lead to the loss of a title.
I mean, just want to point out as well, Neron on the Mozzie opting to bring the barbed wire instead of the C4. So it's gonna be that's just something that's quite interesting. You know, not many times you'll see the barbed wire being brought instead of the C4, considering that the Jaeger already brought some barbed wire. Usually you want this kind of explosives and already impacts by the Echo, so it's just something that's cool that I thought maybe would be something, you know, people might enjoy watching or looking at. A cool little tidbit of information, I guess. Ooh. Well. And yep, like we had said earlier, by the way, on the target ban, Goyo, apparently production is coming in, just getting with all the info and stats. Goyo is a hard target ban for Noetic, so yeah, that's the answer there. So. Yeah, it does make a bit more sense. But Neron on Blue Jays picks up the very first kill of this series onto Skies, and now the advantage is onto Blue Jays. He gets that first kill, he drops back down. Does he see the drone? Yes, but he opts not to shoot it because he doesn't want to alert the defenders. But as soon as the frost drops down, she's just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to shoot the drone. You can deal with the consequences later. And you can see actually here that the IQ is going to be trying to scan, trying to see if any kind of C4s are being put below, which is this is a very common spot that defenders like to just pre-place C4s and play off some kind of sound cues of the default camp. So it's very common, but you can see here that team of Noetic is just holding these kind of lines of sight crossfires. They're making sure there's no one playing by this trophy side, and as you can see, there is no one playing by this trophy side, and there are some players playing below, and most of them are playing by Aviator.
Yeah, I mean, great pick by Neron. They can safely drop back and hold back. You see Neron dropping back, playing below, hopefully try and get a flank on. With Nomad being banned as well, so that it's a larger door for Blue Jays with these aggressive players that they want to flank and catch Noetic off guard, and they've already done that. The sky's going down, and that's 2 frag grenades to the side of Noetic, and that could result in utility being lost. And as we just seen, Hunter's shield is going to be on a good position, and as that's been said, no one's going to find a double on this round. And Booster, Skies are going to be the first 2 members down of the first round, and I mean, it's looking like Blue Jays are going to be taking this round with 3 versus 5 with 50 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I think Noetic are not really sure now what kind of push to do. The one person they were trying to get below to maybe kind of apply some vertical pressure on some pretty default spots has died. So now they're just going to have to shift up the other side and just hope for the best. And Spliz does manage to get that first kill on to Clutcher, the third kill onto Clutcher. And now it is all onto Nago and Nako. But Nago gets traded off, leaving it all onto Nako. And a flawless round coming out for Blue Jays. And this is a very good start for these Dark Horses who are trying to topple the Kings.
It's already started, and we're going to see people. Blue Jays, they've definitely proved their self-worth in that first round. 1v5, flawless, great defense. Nago tried to get into sight, but it didn't go far. And those early frags from there on with that double kill on that roam, taking the Mozzie, doing what he does, it really just set the round. Because you can tell a lot from around Jaeger. The first 60 seconds, which happens, you can just tell the result.
Yeah, and Noetic, they were trying to be aggressive, trying to get that refrag, trying to be, getting those extra picks. But, you can see that the Blue Jays definitely just kind of played the cards completely right. They knew that Noetic are going to try to push bedroom. They get that first pick. They knew the Buck was going to try to push low, alone or not sure, but they do get the second pick on the Buck. And now after those 2 picks are gone, the rest of the defenders don't really have any kind of entry point considering the position of the map they're in. And they're just left in a really tough position, which they can't really recover from, and end up having to just rush into sight and pray that they can trade each other out and get the round. And clearly, as you can tell, that didn't really happen, and that was a flawless round. But don't cut Noetic out just yet. It was just 1 round, and I'm definitely going to expect them to kind of bounce back and maybe play a bit more unorthodox, maybe realizing Blue Jays have their kind of number in these kind of normal kind of places. And you can see our Splitt's kind of doing a pretty default strat of playing this pulse down in kitchen, just to giving that insane amount of info. When some kind of people are playing on that balcony, and I'm sure some of his teammates are definitely going to be there to support him. Ooh, default cam does get shot here, as I'm not sure what happened to my co-caster Squishy, but I'm sure he will reconnect soon enough. As you can see here, Nago, he's going to be just joining here into this mudroom and living room area, clearing out for any defenders. As you know, there were some defenders playing here last round, so just being that extra careful, trying to make sure that no one comes on that late flank. And he's just going to be watching this flank shot as the rest of the team starts setting up to what kind of execute they want to do. You can see here the ace is outside this master bedroom balcony. No one's with him though, so it's just going to be a solo endeavor to just apply a bit of pressure, maybe drone out a few of the defenders' location. And yeah, it's probably exactly what he's doing, but as you can see, it's probably dropped off somewhere, as I don't see him on the balcony anymore. As yeah, they seem to have all condensed and gone downstairs to push this one Pulse playing below, which is a very smart move. As the Pulse smartly decides, you know what, I don't want to keep this. I've wasted a minute of time. We wasted around a few Selma charges. We only lost 2 reinforcements. I can still run away. I haven't used any of my utility. And not only is it a 5v5, but it's a 5v5 with a minute lost and a lot, or some of utility gone for Noetic's side. And you can see definitely as Critical, who took a bit of damage early in the round, is expecting someone who's still playing kitchen. And you can definitely tell that I'm pretty sure it's Boyster, who's, yeah, applying some vertical pressure there. And if Critical decides to get a bit aggressive here, there's a freebie for him, as you can tell he's definitely not aware of the person. Actually, he is, because the yellow ping comes out as he goes for the gunfight and does manage to get the kill onto Critical, as Clutcher elsewhere on the map gets a kill onto Hunter as well, leaving it onto a 5v3 situation. It was a bit of an awkward gunfight, it looked like, for BLUEJAYS, but he managed to get the kill. And now it's all to do for the 3 players of BLUEJAYS, who had a really nice start to the round, as it gets worse because Skies gets a kick onto Zarok, and that's all on Neron and Spliz. Neron, one of the star players of Rashon, really got a nice 2 or 3k there to close out his team, and he's going to be in a tough position here. Get Sophia stunned, position is revealed, and his other teammate Spliz is going to be playing here in Statue. He does down the first one as Neron does get traded out, and now Spliz is going to have to 1v5 clutch if he wants to win this round, and unfortunately for him, it is not something that he is able to do. And Squishy, you back? Nope, definitely not. Production has given me false information. That is okay. I will continue to solo cast this as long as my lungs can carry me. I mean, I'm not really sure what exactly is going on with Squishy, but that's okay. But never mind, he's back. Welcome back, Squishy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Not the best time, but I did see the round. I did see the round. Just couldn't be able to speak. And great response by Noetic, as you pointed out. And you can't do much in the 1v5, stuck in the corner of Statue. And then we talked about how BLUEJAYS were going to be dominating because, well, as we said, Jaeger, 2 early frags at the start of the round can really just, it shows the result, and it did that. 1v5.
Need to locate and
And you know what else? It was a 1v5 for Noetic as well. There was 1v5 for BLUEJAYS.
Yeah, and the only difference was that I think the Spliz managed to get a pick before dying. So 2 pretty even rounds, and that was a pretty good response from Noetic. I'm pretty impressed by the kind of flank drones they're keeping to keep a monitor on those different kind of staircases. And this is a mirror window that is too big brain for me. I don't understand this. All right, it's too early. They're reinforcing the left wall of. Okay, they're placing a mirror window. That makes more sense. Usually the left side wall remains soft, and you'll have a long angle watching to jump into closet. So. Sorry, my brain is just too small for these kind of plays. This is the evolutionary meta, and you can see a good bit of utility actually is going to be spent here to set up Aviator as 4 reinforcements and a bit of a rocket come out. The wall's going to be unreinforced. No one's going to be getting there. The castle barricades are going to come out as well, and there's going to be a little bit of utility invested here in case Team of Noetic decide to push into Aviator. But when you have these kind of castle barricades in play, it makes it really easy to just have more map control as a defender, because it becomes a bit more, you become a bit of free roaming, as I say. There's less angles to check, and you can just, it kind of extends the sight, I guess, in a way, even though it doesn't. But you can see here that booster from downstairs, oh my god, just catches someone just running across there. A bit of unfortunate timing there, because if he was paying attention, that would have been a very free kill for him. And yeah, he just pushed onto this kitchen. It seems that that is his plan, at least as far as this round is concerned. He's just going to be sitting down there, opening some panels from below, seeing if he can get a cheeky first pick him off. But he has to be careful, because as you know, these kind of floor panels are 2-way holes. So he just needs to be a bit careful.
Sight, and especially when you have booster on the Buck playing below, because Buck on this map, it can open up the whole site. And for the attackers, it's just an easy pinch off, catching them, rotate around. And they've already taken up both of the mirrors, I believe. And they've taken up most of Statue and trying to clear out Astro with the vertical. So they're doing very well. They've got the breach open. 1 minute 30 left. They can do a lot with what they've just done from this vertical play. And it could end in round win. But BLUEJAYS, they're not going to go out without a fight.
Ooh, I mean, look at this. Look at the position from Neron. He's going to go on this flank, but he has to be careful, because I'm pretty sure in the first round he did exactly the same play, or he was in a very similar situation. So it won't surprise me if Noetic have some kind of flank from library. So he needs to be very careful of his positioning and when he decides to push, because he could be just potentially bait. But Hunter, elsewhere on the map, does manage to get that first pick onto Nego. And Nego, he already used up all his utilities, so not the most impactful kill. All of his Goyo drones had been deployed already. But it is a good thing for the team of BLUEJAYS to get that first man advantage. And you can see the drone comes out. A position of the mirror has been spotted, and Neko does get a trade onto Hunter. So that has finally been traded back. It's a bit longer, but you can see actually Neron actually downstairs going for a flank onto Boister in kitchen. I'm not sure if Boister is still playing kitchen, as he's not, because you can see that Spliz has also taken just gone down below and taken. And you can see here actually these 2 players are stuck downstairs as the attackers are flooded side, and they're planting the bomb. The bomb does go down, and yeah, the site's completely been forfeited, leaving it all onto Neron and Spliz. Two players who went to Clear Kitchen because they expected someone to play there, and now it's all into the hands of Neron, who must manage to get that first kill, but the enemies definitely know where he is now. He's going to be playing an Asher Stairs, going to go for a pre-fire onto black boxes. No one's there. Neko, with a nice shot there, ends up finishing up the round.
I mean, a great clear there by Noetic. And overall, Blue Jays were just stuck in a corner and they got pinched off one by one. And I said it in the middle of the round, taking that Beneatha and really utilizing the Buck and what he can do and the Flores combined, it just shuts down Side Jaeger. And they're just sitting ducks waiting to be killed. A kill, 2 kills were flown out by Blue Jays, but it did not impact the round as they wanted it to. So from 1-0, Noetic pick up the next 2 rounds consecutively, and they're going to be looking to get one more, attacking dining and kitchen with 2 C4s, only 2 C4s I say, with a pulse in hand.
Yeah, and just a bit of an afterthought from that last round I wanted to point out was I just think it was a bit unfortunate that both Spliz and Neron decided to push downstairs at probably the worst time, and probably the best time for Boister, as he got the vertical phase he wanted, and then he rotates upstairs to help his team, because I'm pretty sure he just puts himself in a position, because Nego got traded off earlier in the round, so he just puts himself in like kind of a replacement role, I guess, you know, to just help the bomb, and then for Neron and Spliz, who had gone downstairs to clear out the bugs, realized no one's playing anymore downstairs, and now they're locked out of sight, and that's a horrible position to be in as a defender, because there's only 2 positions you can come back from, and both of them were being watched. But you know, Squishy, why don't you take ahead and pass this round while I just do something.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Squishy? Okay, never mind. That thing can wait because Squishy. Oh, he's here. He's not here. Squishy. Where's Squishy? He seems to be lost, so the thing can wait. I was gonna take a sip of water, which would have been a bit rude to do on stream, but it is fine because Squishy also has his own issues to deal with. So I will take a bit of a back step on that hydration and continue casting this round, because you can see our Clutcher picks up his drone there. Going for an upstairs kind of fake, I guess, because, you know, he opens a window for that, you know, closet area, and then decides, you know what, I want to push downstairs with my team. But you got to remember the pulse is still in play, so his position has been spotted out. The C4 does come out. Actually, was it a nade or C4? I'm not really sure exactly, but one of the explosive pieces does come out. And Boister, elsewhere on the map, does get down. Not exactly sure where that was, but Zarok does finish him off. And Neron on a sliver of HP. I'm not exactly sure what exactly happened to him, but he's just playing upstairs, and maybe he got naded actually, because I'm looking at the color of the ground, it looks a bit darkened. But regardless, he's going to be playing upstairs, and he's still going to try to have an impact here, because Nego also gets traded out, not using any of his Goyo drones. Makes it really hard for him now to just I mean, just it's a horrible operator to lose this early in a round when you've not used any utility as a Flores, not Goyo. I think I've been calling Goyo Flores Goyo for the last 2 rounds. My apologies. I mean, I'm a bit tired, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, Flores being picked off this early, never the best thing you want to see. But you can see Neron has been down and Spliz has been traded off. Now it's back into a 3v3 in essence. Actually, a 3v2 make that as, sorry, a 3v1 make that as Zarok is also traded off, leaving it on to Hunter. You know, Neron is still alive, but he's downstairs. When you can see Hunter picks up 1, and it's going to be down into a 1v2. Will he be able to pick up Neron? I don't think so. Will he try to rotate upstairs to get the rest? I'm not exactly sure if he will. It's going to be a tough choice, because if he goes upstairs, that's going to completely limit the time he has to try to defuse the bomb. He still has 3 smoke grenades in hand. You guys remember, he can use this utility to the max. And if I was Neron, I'd be trying to, you know, go over those verticals, see if I can get any kind of information. But in this kind of post-spawn situation, I think it's almost impossible for Hunter to win this. The bomb being out in the open with the window, as well as someone playing down on those stairs, it just becomes so difficult for him to do it. He tries to go for a long arm, doesn't manage to hit it, as Skies playing on those stairs just hears that little bit of a F sound, I guess, as he starts defusing the bomb. And yeah, that is the round done. Solid round. Solid Noetic round. I mean,
so sorry about like my Wi-Fi just and my mic not being
it's
on the
okay.
best.
Everyone has.
Hopefully we can strive through it. And great round by Noetic, picking off these lovely kills. I think it was Neko on the sphere finding these kills, and 1v2 for Splits couldn't do much. It's just 2 people sitting outside the breach waiting for him to fuse. I mean, yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a free round for Noetic, and 2 rounds up, 3-1, and from the first round, Blue Jays, it's gone downhill so far.
Yeah, and I'm definitely thinking they're gonna enjoy going back to this aviator side where they had the success, and that is exactly what they've done. You know, they opted to go to kitchen when they could have gone back to aviator last round because they wanted to test the waters, see what kind of plays they could make. And even though it started off very bright for them picking up the first 2 kills, they either got really aggressive or Noetic just got really good refrags. I wasn't really looking at the positions of where the Noetic players were playing, so I'm not really sure exactly what happened there. But they did manage to pick up the round, as well as getting the bomb down, almost a perfect execute. They're kind of like a comeback situation. But BLUEJAYS here, it's not over for them. They're definitely gonna have to wake up a bit more though. Gonna have to get more aggressive on these early picks. They can't be. I mean, I say they can't be losing these early gunfights, but as you can tell from last round, that really did not matter as Noetic managed to use that clutch factor and come back. And it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of strat and hold do BLUEJAYS do. Is it gonna be similar to the one they did in first round, or what kind of variations it's gonna have? It seems that Squishy's internet has once again died, so it's okay. You know, it's not his fault. Internet connection is it's just a thing that exists, and you can't really do anything about it. It just exists, you know. And we move, and I will try my best to entertain you guys on stream while I wait for my my casting partner to turn. But as action is going on, you can see our Neko picks up a nice double kill, and that leaves Clutcher in a position to be able to plant the bomb. You know, he's gonna defend here, and the smoke grenades actually come out and manage to get the kill. But with Nego finally getting another kill, putting it back into 3v2. Actually, just scratch all what I was saying. Noetic, just clean up the round. As I was just trying to think about what was actually happening in the round and processing it, Noetic just finished out the round. I'm pretty sure what happened was they planted the bomb, and then they were just good, set up in good positions to get refrag, and that's exactly how they won the round. And Noetic, a quick one from them. You know, I'm not sure. Was it a rush punt? I'm pretty sure it was a kind of rush punt there. I was just more focused on trying to make Squishy feel a bit better because his internet has been pretty bad. But it's okay. It happens to the worst of us and the best of us. So not anything you can do. We'll move on, and we'll try to make the best as a production team. But 4 rounds in a row for Noetic, you know, it is okay. To put it in context, this was Noetic's map pick. They did pick this map because they feel really confident in this map. And BLUEJAYS, if they manage to win another round here, it puts them in a 4-2 split, which I wouldn't really say is that good for a defensive side Villa, but it is much better than a 5-1 split, which they do want to avoid at all costs. So hopefully they do manage to pick up this round. Otherwise, they're going to be in big trouble here. Not really sure what exactly they can try to do a bit differently. Oh, hey Squishy.
Hello, I don't know what happened.
It's okay.
Not the best map for me. Hopefully next map will be. It'll be stronger. It'll be stronger.
Speaking of, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't know how much of the last few rounds we've watched, but it's just been total Noetic domination. BLUEJAYS, after that first round, not really managed to get any kind of foothold in this match. And I mean, I've casted a lot of rounds on my own. I'll let you take over, Squishy. You know, I'm sure you've been urging to get on this casting train.
Yeah, and I was watching the rounds, and BLUEJAYS just can't seem to find their playstyle anymore from that first round, and they've just lost momentum. And they've just. The thing is with Noetic, when they win one round and then they follow up the next, they're not going to stop Jaeger. They're just going to keep on going until the map is over. Or the game is over even, because when Noetic find momentum, these big fraggers like Nico and Skies finding this entry frag so early, or it might just be oh, what a lovely shot by Booster or Boyster. And there's another entry frag, Boyster stepping up as well. The thing is with Noetic, all their players can step up and find these frags, just set them in the lead, and BLUEJAYS are always one step behind.
I mean, that's not really something you want to see, and that's even worse as Neko managed to pick up a second kill onto Zarek, your team captain, your Jaeger player, not someone you want to see die, as you wanted to see a Jaeger player usually pop off and manage to bring a round back from the deficit. But it's not always, you know, the round is not done yet. In 3v5 situation, they still have to get a bit more map control Noetic before they try to execute onto site, and you can see here that's such a nice angle being held by Neron. It'll be a shame if he, I'm pretty sure, probably won't get too far there as the Ace Salma charges do come out onto the main wall, but Neko picks up yet another kill onto Hunter, and this round has gone to shambles as Clutcher picks up another one, and it leaves it all into the clutches of Neron, who gets one but doesn't manage to get any more as he does get traded out. And that's that 5-1 split. It was after round one, just complete domination. Yeah.
You're saying it all, Jaeger. It's just it. Noetic's map choice, and they chose it for a reason. They've done some in-depth. See Noetic play Villa since the start, and they're always going to choose it because no matter what team they're facing, Noetic, their home is Villa, and they are destroying so far. Blue Jays, they're just losing these early picks, and people like Nago, Neko, Skies, on the Sophia, triple kill like 3 times in a row, I believe, Jaeger. They just don't
Neko.
stop in double digits already. 11 kills with 3 deaths. It just shows it all right there, doesn't it, Jaeger?
It does, and if I'm playing Blue Jays, I wouldn't feel too demoralized because we all know how strong Villa is a map on Noetic, and the fact that Blue Jays took a Noetic to Villa was just more of a risk thing to see if they can manage to cause some kind of upset, and clearly it hasn't worked. But you gotta remember, this is a best of 3. Noetic's gonna have to win 2 more maps in a row, and the next map is 2 more maps in a row because it is a best of 5. Yeah, I don't know why my brain started there, but I think I said that correctly. So they have to win. Yeah. So. And as you know, the next map is going to be Oregon, which is Blue Jays' pick. So I'm definitely expecting to see some kind of very interesting stats. Oregon is a kind of map where it seems that everything kind of explored already, and it's just more of a combination of things we might just see, and that's where I'm just really excited to look at, But the map's not over yet, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry, Squishy, but we're gonna carry on with the Villa map, right?
I'm just gonna go ahead of. Just go ahead of you a bit. I know we're still on Villa, but I just really at this point I want to say, and it's the fact that Oregon, most teams play Oregon a lot. Like they know they know strats, they know how to play the map, and and Blue Jays a very bold pick. Oh no, don't tell me that's gonna get a kill, Nago. That's just too sneaky. Sneaky Snake, the little rat, the man himself, finds a kill. And there you go. Zarok down, 2 frag grenades and Sledge. Completely obliterated within 30 seconds of the map. But before, I just need to rinse this point. Blue Jays choosing Oregon is quite bold from them because most teams are extremely good in Oregon, especially Noetic. Like Noetic here. Very good in
Does
Oregon.
any team bad at Oregon?
Exactly. So pick from Oregon is very bold, and Blue Jays looking like they're going to go 1 map down. They really need to look good on Oregon. And there we have it.
Second one as well.
Second kill by Neko. Hunter gets a refrag and a 4v3. 12 kills by Neko. 3 KD already, and it was going for a Moss push, but it had to flip to Study. Sledge and Sophia both down. They need to find these frags to equalize the man count.
Oh my god, I'm just looking at this, There's a lot of things, that first kill, especially on that the Sledge that came out. I mean, if I was Sledge and Zarka's team captain, I would be saying, Iana, why aren't you joining the corners properly? You got me killed, And that's very fair as Boyster just decides to go for a very aggressive play, jumping out. Just Boyster doing Boyster things. It's very known for doing such aggressive things like that, and you can be like first-hand experience, right? You've watched a lot of his games at the castle, and you know how aggressive Boyster gets sometimes. And when you have the man advantage like this, why not go for those kind of plays? But Hunter, trying not to let this map go just yet, gets a second kill, but now he has it all to do. He has to get 3 more kills to make it an 8th clutch, which would be amazing and would be definitely one of the highlights of this game as Boyster, sorry, not Boyster, Nago this time, getting aggressive on that jump out. But I think all the defenders are aware of where Hunter is playing, so this round seems to be more of a sneaky bit, just trying to see if he can get any more picks.
I mean, what's stopping Noetic at this point? They've got 4 rounds of them, and they're just completely dominating. But, ooh, what I've just seen Hunter on a triple, and you know what that means? If he clutches this, he gets not only a 1v3 clutch, but a 1v3 ace clutch. And you really don't want to be, as a Noetic player, you don't want to be losing this kind of round, because if you win this round, you're on match point, and it's just looking like a dominant round. 10 seconds left.
I'll be honest, I don't think they're gonna lose this.
I don't think they're going to be losing this. Just correct me. The run out though, well, I think it's just a no-brainer. Noetic win enough round. Boyster ends it off with a double. Both aggressive plays, and both kills he got were outside the map, so he's looking good. He's feeling good, don't you think, Jaeger?
He's not yet letting go of his attacking ways. He still wants to go back to the attacking side. Some unfinished business, I guess you could say. Trying to get all of his kills from outside of the map. But yeah, Noetic 6-1. A strong showing from them here. Not winning any space. Blue Jays, after they got that initial foothold in this match, they just completely lost it. The foothold has disappeared. They've fallen into the pit, and it's very dark. That is a very weird analogy I just said, but I guess you can get the point. You know, they were doing fine, and now they're not basically. And especially considering the last round, that very first play, and how Nego got that very first kill onto Zara, but a bit of misjoining from the Iana. That is something that usually tilts teams. But a good quality of good teams is the ability to not be tilted and to keep a strong mental game throughout. And that is something that will be tested for Blue Jays in these next coming maps. I mean, I'm not going to write them off just yet because, you know, this is Siege. Miracles do happen. I mean, I think miracles is a strong word, but bigger surprises have definitely happened in this game. And if this game goes back to 6-6 and Blue Jays bring this back, you know, I'll eat my words, but at this point, you just can't say. It looks overwhelming. It's overwhelmingly in Noetic's favor. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, like I was saying, this is going to test Blue Jays' mental strength to see how they can come back in the next few maps. And you can just see here that Noetic is being really aggressive. You know, they're trying to go for really aggressive plays. Boister especially, even Nego, they just want to start running out, trying to hold really aggressive angles, trying to spawn peek, trying to just basically put, because I think it's more of like a tilt factor. Maybe it's not something they're trying to get Blue Jays to be more tilted. Like, come on, man, it's the finals. You know, there's a lot of money on the line here, and you're trying to do this stuff. Like, it is like some kind of mental game. You know, trying to tilt the other team by doing dumb stuff like that and getting tilted.
Nothing stops Noetic. No matter what is on the line, if they're 0-6 down, oh, and don't tell me another kill! An aggressive play by Zara can just completely beat his teammate and control dives, and back to spectating he goes.
So
But
critical, man.
that just adds to my point. Nothing stops Noetic. Not even the name of the
Stuff,
game.
Noetic.
No, the hunt does stop Noetic. But like the aggressive plays by Noetic as a team, and there you go, Skies. Skies, can you stop killing up? Actually trying to say something.
He's only died once, and that was the first round. This man has been the most consistent player on the team.
But yeah, I mean, and it might just be Neko to be alongside him, but no, it's going to be Smith finding a kill on the 3-3. It was looking like Noetic would have won this round, but Blue Jays, they want to take it to the next round because it is possible, as you said, Jaeger. Rainbow Six Siege, one of the games which I've watched the most, is anything can happen. 0-6, and then 10 seconds later it's 8-6, and it's the end of the game. It can happen that quickly, and for this, it might be Blue Jays pulling this back.
I mean, even though it's a 3-3 right now, I do think it's strongly in Blue Jays' favor. I mean, it's strongly against Blue Jays' favor, and because not only the fact that they just lost a pick and now it's a 3v2, it makes that a 3-1. Oh, never mind, 2v2, sorry, as Stark just managed to trade on to Neko, but they don't have any kind of map control. They're gonna have to go for frags there, and with the positioning of Noetic here, they're not gonna be able to refrag each other. But if I was a player of Blue Jays, it would be very hard for me to check these angles unless I already knew they were there, either if they were shooting or not. And you can see here that Spliz and Zarok need to be playing together as a team to get this first trade and then try to work themselves after this, because if you look at the drone economy right now, there's no drones on the board. Both players don't have any drones. The C4 comes out, doesn't do any damage. But Skies goes up for a quad kill. Does he manage to get the 8? Yes, he does. And Skies. Okay, oh my
God, Skies, you can't do this. You can't make this up. Jaeger, you can't make that up.
Skies in a very, I mean, Noetic with a very strong showing, and especially Skies in that last round. All his teammates were popping up, and even though Skies were being consistent, only died once. In that last round, he was like, guys, I wanna have fun as well. He was at 7 kills before, and he's just, both him as well as Neko just really carried it around. And that was a very quick map 1, you know, it's 7-1.
Yep.
Went by like a flash, and Villa's done. And now we're going to be moving on to Oregon right after a quick break, question mark? Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a 5-minute or 10-minute break. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a normal standard 10-minute break. So, I mean, if I'm Blue Jays, there's going to be a lot of thinking going on. They're going to keep their mental strong, and they're going to have to play their own kind of game on Oregon and try to beat, because this is a very important map. If Blue Jays lose this map as their own map pick and they'll go 2 maps down, I don't really have much confidence for them to come back in the 3rd one. So this is a very important map for Blue Jays to try to win, to try to push this series all the way to those 5 maps. But there's a lot of rambling I could do, a lot of waffling, and I always do this. So I'm just going to keep it short and say, stay tuned. We'll be back soon in around 10 minutes.
Definitely.
Stay hydrated, get some snacks, because this is going to still be here for at least another 2 hours. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
See.
You know how I feel.
It's just best on this mirror window trying to stay them off, but Mitchell coming in.
You know how I feel.
He's gonna take down Poison. He's gonna make it a 4v4 for Steve.
You know how I feel.
That maybe not even Valkyrie herself, and she is aware.
New day, it's a new life.
He's not aware that Envy's here, and Envy will pick him up.
And I'm feeling.
Also on 1
and
HP, I didn't notice that one.
And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine.
Maybe other operators, other enemy players that he's able to pick off. Mako here is also very aggressive, and he's gonna make sure that he's as Clutcher here is also on 1 HP. I didn't notice that one. So two of these players are really low, and Mako is, I don't even saw that there was a player behind that one player, and he's gonna get a quad kill here. It's Triple. What's happening? He's just running around him in circles right now. It looks like he's bulletproof.
And half HP. There's even more of this flawless can get torn away, but a lovely turn as he kept some form of information that ends. They know the plan. Sky's on that Ash, a lovely run-up and catching the kill. Searching for more. That fire gas force a blade son of a sunlight, didn't have the bullets. He swaps the pistol, still picks up the triple kill. It doesn't matter. The bullet tap for the quadra kill. A flawless round.
It might really make a difference here, but Echo is alive. Blue is still with the yokai drone up, and the gas canister is gonna go out, and Echo is gonna deny the plan. They're gonna have to back up. There is no chance. Another canister is gonna deny something. Now when he wants, the gas canister is gonna finish off the sledge. What even happened there? Dumping's gonna push out from the breach. He's gonna get a headshot on the canister. He's gonna start prepping as well. Blue is gonna deny it again. There is no way this is happening right now. Blue is doing everything. They should have killed him with a nade, but they weren't able to. The people from below, they won't be able to deny. They are gonna be able to smash and really bring it back home here as he gets the first kill, and he won't be able to connect to the second. Echo is gonna win it out on 1 HP. Blue just did everything for his Steve that he should have done.
But they're gonna be caught down, and someone's gonna find one. The plot's gonna be down. If they get the plot down, it's gonna be the game, but it's gonna be 2. The plot's gonna be down. It's all about the happy. Oh my god, it's all coming down in this offside sediment. The plot's gonna be down. It's gonna be a 1v1 situation. If Zero manages to keep this alive, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, what a clutch! Oh my god! What a clutch button! They've been gaming the first win of the whole season with them, and it's all on Chapapi's hands! What a game this was! What a game!
2 on 5 is a quick swing. Nako will put it into a 1 on 5. Nako trying to hit the deck, but he cannot. Not looking too good. Getting that gone onto the Banshee. Another onto Sky. This went from out of the realm of possibility to winnable.
He's gonna just keep face checking here towards Memo. Looks like everything is clear, but he doesn't know that there's a player behind the bomb. He's gonna able to get the headshot, man. A quad kill for Alex right now. He's gonna be looking for the last one. He doesn't have the fuser yet. Remember that kill! He's gonna get it. What an ace! What is that?
You could turn me on and turn me off with your gaze. You could make me feel oh so much with your ways. It's perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me.
Talent League back again. Noetic against BLUEJAYS. BLUEJAY Esports. The finals of the Champion Series. It's all going down. We did see Villa being taken by Noetic, their map. So their solid win, winning 7-1, and an end with an ace by Skies. And it's really a lot of pressure onto BLUEJAYS Esports, because if they lose this map, it's going to be difficult to come 2 maps down. It is their map coming up, which is Oregon, and they're going to have to pull out something out the pocket, something out the hole, which we've seen them done before in the minor league and in this Champion Series.
I mean, it is indeed going down, but you know what else is going down?
Yeah,
BLUEJAYS in Villa, but we don't have to talk about that as we're going on to Oregon. Like, let's just go on, you know. Let's just keep going. It's not much else to say. We've both along for long enough, and I'm sure you guys are getting tired of hearing our voices, and you just want to see the siege and the action. So let's get into it. You know, no like BLUEJAYS on Oregon. Let's go.
Let's go.
First ban.
No winning. What's the ban gonna be? 10 seconds left at 12, 11, 10.
Oh my god, £1,000 is gonna be Thatcher. Oh my god.
£1,000 is gonna be
that is
any of the attackers. Actually, I'm gonna think Flores and Thatcher. Give me
that is the more standard ban. It's gonna be Thatcher and probably Flores. You're right.
Yeah, because of that elbow shield and just the amount of utility Flores brings in this current meta is just endless. And there's nothing else to say.
Really good. Just breaks shields, just breaks everything. You know, there's not
3,
any way to counter it.
2, 1. Oh, it's Flores!
It's almost like this map is really predictable. Oh my god. Well, you know, as much as we badmouth and make fun of Oregon, it is one of the more what do you say? It's one of the more even maps. I feel like a lot of teams are very even on this map. Not many teams get 7-0, you know, when they know what they're doing and they're very even skill level. And Valkyrie ban comes out, like we always expect. Valkyrie is a very strong operator on most maps, and you usually expect to get banned. Maybe some kind of Kite ban comes out, maybe a Wamai ban, or maybe back to a Goyo ban, maybe being a bit more spicy. You never know with these kind of operators. Maybe a Jaeger ban, you know, maybe a Smoke ban. That would be an interesting one, but most likely it's going to be something more standard, like that Kite, like I was saying before. But and the Wamai, yeah, I did call that earlier. Yes, I am smart. My DMs are open, but. Oh my god, goodness sake! But as I was saying before, I did get sidetracked. This map is very even for most teams. A lot of teams can clash heads on this map and end up in a very kind of close contested rounds, and that's the kind of game I'm expecting to see. I'm going to expect to see a lot of back and forth rounds coming out from BLUEJAY and Noetic. We're going to be playing a very similar style because there's not that many different ways to play on Oregon here on the different sides. I mean, there is a few different strats. I'm thinking maybe when you're playing in that kid's bedroom, you can have an extended hold into tower, which is a bit janky and it doesn't really work half the time, but it can work sometimes. So there is definitely some kind of let's just say difference in strats and difference in how people hold. So I'm just going to be curious to see how each team decides to you know, just to take every site as attack one by one or defense one by one. And if you can tell, I'm just waffling as the round just basically starts. And the round has started, so I'm just waffling. Alright, you go ahead.
Yep, let's go! As you can probably tell by my voice, I'm actually happy, and my Wi-Fi is not going to be banging, or my microphone isn't either. Goyo being in play, and Jaeger and a Bruni, that combo, which is, I always point out, I've seen Jaeger and a Bruni from T1 to T4. A Rooney is another ADS, and then you've got 3 actual ADSs sitting right behind, and with 3 shields, you really do need that kind of utility to back it up. And we're starting downstairs. Like I says, people say it's the strongest site, and I totally agree, unless you have something else to say about that Jaeger. But it's going to be the same run which you've seen Noetic do in Dining Kitchen.
I mean, it's Noetic. We've been at the top of this league for so long.
We've seen everything from Noetic.
We know how they're going to play all the maps, you know. We know the kind of strats they're going to do. They're not doing anything different. They're just going to go with the tried and trusted. And that's just exactly what's happening here. You know, going to change a little bit when meta changes. But you're going to be seeing the very same Noetic every single round. Because they're so damn consistent that they don't need to hype it up. They don't need to add those changes that you see, you know. They just are good. And that's exactly my point proven. As Neko just gets a nice wall bang onto the Maverick of Critical. And if he realizes he killed the Maverick, he would probably just run back now because he realizes, hey, they probably can't open like half the hatches now and half the things. As you can see, Zarok takes a big chunk of his HP as well. And I won't be surprised if Nico decides to just jump out here, yeah. you know how aggressive Noetic are as a team, and if Nako's feeling himself here, he definitely will try to jump. I'm actually not sure if you can jump out of that. Yes, you can, but that'll be the end of him as Spliz manages to, get the trade on him, just to say. And Boister elsewhere has also taken a lot of damage, but Nako is still upstairs and does manage to kill Zarok. And actually, no, this is Clutcher. He's going to be playing by this pillar side, and Skies picks up Spliz as well. So that one person who actually did manage to get a kill refrag on this round is now dead, leaving it all into the hands of Hunter and Neron. One drone left between these two operators. The Sledge still has one drone, so they'd have a bit of utility, but they have a lot of work to do with the Go Shields, Smoke Grenades, ADSs, Always Aruni gets. It doesn't look very likely in their favor, does it?
Yeah, it just all fell down that attack, especially from that first kill. Actually taken off. Maybe Skies will go down. Oh, what a shot! You can't miss those shots. Skies, you can't. Wait, not Skies. I mean, you can't miss those shots, Lancer. But it's going to be a lovely refresh by Neron. He's going to find a double, I believe. And a one. Not double. I'm so out of my mind here. It's going to be a 1v3 for Neron. Booster and Nago both quite low, so very possible to win this. Nago's going to fire some bullets, but not going to land any yet. Oh, the aggressiveness by Nago. He can just waste time here, but he's going to be dropping back, just annoying the hell out of Neron. It's going to be rotating. And this road game is still up. They have these hatches. They have utility still going for Noetic, so it's, Neron's going to either take the choice of trying to take Nago down, which can take quite a lot of time, or just jump straight into side and just keep in mind. But it's going to be Booster finishing off with the M59 shotgun, and a solid round by Noetic, and it all fell with this utility game. They didn't have enough utility to push in blue because they've already lost enough bodies.
Yeah, and okay, let's just get analytical here for a second. I'm sure some people don't like this, but it's always just nice to have a bit of a round open up. So Blue Jays, what kind of attack did they want to do? They wanted to take Big Tower, right? So what Noetic did was, okay, if they want to push Big Tower, let's aggress Big Tower with the rotate into Attic and try to get as many kills as possible and make it uncomfortable for them to try to push how they normally try to push this kind of map, which is pushing T3 and then making your way down, getting Meeting Hatch, and then pushing side. And by making those aggressive plays, you throw the team, you throw Blue Jays off the rhythm, right? They're not really expecting a team to be that aggressive at that point. And they just lose the bodies. And at that point now, if you're a Blue Jays player, you've never experienced this, right? You don't know what you're doing. Like Hunter and Neron, for example, they're outside blue getting ready for a different kind of execute. Neron probably using his Selma charges to open up that pillar wall, etc. Many different reasons. And now they realize the team is dead. And that was about the round. So just wanted to basically just point out how well, I'm not sure if Noetic knew they were going to push T3 or if they just guessed that he will push T3 as a very common thing, or maybe they always just have that kind of a rotate when people when they go base because it's a very common kind of attack basically. And that's exactly the kind of counter strat to how people if a attackers are pushing T3, you just do that as a defender, just kill the enemies. It works out. Good strategy.
Yeah, I mean, it just worked out. It's just seen how it works out. And Noetic, they take that round very solidly. Hunter! Hunting those bodies down. It's his middle name at this point. And we talked about how, me and you talked about how, the start of the round can really affect the later round. And Spliz, he's just going to add on to that. And he's really going to Army, trying to play more aggressive. Members of Noetic are going to be standing in this trophy master side, so he's going to have to face these members. And lovely shots coming out, and another kill on the side of Blue Jays. And that's going to be now taking down Nago, and it's just left up to Clutcher and Nico. They're going to have to pull something out the pocket because it's a great hop. It's not even reinforced Jaeger. I don't believe that was a part of their strat, and it's only reinforced. And Nick was going to be pinched by so many angles. It's going to be very difficult for them to clutch a swing coming up, and nobody's landed.
Yeah, I know that there are some strats that include that wall being opened up with Aruni lines of sight to provide some kind of master benefit, but I've never seen it just being left soft. I'm not sure if that was an accident, but the actual accident actually occurs in the round altogether. As Critical manages to kill Zarok here, and Nako picks up the second round to Hunter, who is trying to vertical, and now this round is a 2v3, and it's looking like a much better, easier chance for Noetic to clutch out this round, which is not something. If you're a first player of Blue Jays, you don't want this to happen. You know, this is like a demoralizer. You know, it's not like a morale booster. It's like a morale anti-booster. It's a I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore, but you get the point. But a Clutcher is on very low HP, and if someone manages to trade him off, then it'll leave it all onto the hands of Neko. But Neko does manage to get 1 kill, but does get traded off, like I said, leaving it all onto the hands of Clutcher, who critical very nicely on that window, holds the angle, and gets the kill. And yeah, a solid attack coming up from BLUEJAYS. Looked a bit scary towards the end, but they do manage to get those last few kills and finish out the round in style. And getting the first round on the board. A first round they got in 8 rounds. They lost the last 8 rounds if you include the map of Villa, and they finally come back and got their second round of this series.
And I mean, it was a great round. 2v5, they nearly threw it, but you know, we have members like Control and Spliz. People when it's 2v5, people were like, oh my god, I want the kill, and then they throw it. But people like Control and Spliz, they say, chill guys, let's just take this slowly. We have 3 people,
Attackers
3
need to
man
locate
above,
and defuse bombs.
3 man, you have 3 people more than them, and it resulted in a great round win. Oh, my words are catching me up.
It's okay, man. It's happened to me as well. It's not our best day, but we will make the best possible content as casters that we can today, right?
Yeah, we definitely will, and we want match 5. We want overtime, max match point. And
We got the wall reinforced. Let's go. No, so
They
it
get
wasn't
that wall
intentional. It was actually a mistake.
Yeah.
Well,
Noetic making a mistake. Hello.
it was calculating, giving them a chance, you know.
Yeah, calculated mistake. The thing is in Noetic, they're just letting BLUEJAYS think that they won, but actually they're just gonna destroy them later in the round.
They're doing a bit of trolling, as my good friends would like to say. But yeah, I mean, I don't really get to see that last round as Boister. I didn't like to see the impact of Boister last round because he did go for a spawn peek here. And they don't go for a spawn peek this time. And that is a very, very disgusting shot he hit on critical. I'm not even gonna lie. That is a clip right there if I've ever seen one. And honestly, like, what do you even do? Like, if you're critical, if kill cams are on, by the way, which they're not because police settings, but if critical saw that kill, you just be like, fair play, man. Like, what are you even supposed to do? He saw like a nub of my head and I died. But that's the kind of kill you just know. I think you get a bit more aggressive at times, and those are the kind of kills you get when you get aggressive. And sometimes, more often than not, when in Noetic's case, it works out for them, and they do get their management.
They're not afraid of losing a soul, and Nega's not going to be afraid either. He does get a kill. It's going to be Hunter again, finding these early frags for BLUEJAYS, making it. Even if it's going to be Clutcher, having a great response onto Zarok, and both Ash and Maverick down. Maverick is going to do damage to everyone trying to breach, and as I say that, Napalm, he's going to be taken down in a double for Hunter. I really want to point out, Hunter's been doing very well getting these early frags for BLUEJAYS. Well, Noetic have been obviously getting these frags because they always just do get these early frags. It's in the middle of their name. I say it all the time. Noetic are just aggressive as a team, but someone has to set up, and that's going to be Hunter. They're going to be trying to get this wall open. 3v3, 1 minute 30 remaining. They do have a lot of time, but they don't really have the. I was going to say don't have the utility, but obviously they just breached the wall, and honestly, it's looking quite good for BLUEJAYS on this attack.
I always mispronounce this. Is it the Shimovica launcher? Shimovica launcher?
Shimovica.
The fireman. He's the fireman.
The fire
He
guy.
does fire things. He
Ben
does
10,
fire things.
Ben 10 fire guy.
He's like that one fire guy, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
fire guy's gonna do fire things. He's gonna throw some incendiary grenades over the top of Addict just to disrupt a bit of play coming out from Spliz here. As a nade comes up, but the ADS of course catches it, and if he does decide to push in, you know, there's a Melusi gadget as well waiting for him. So as soon as he pushes in, someone's gonna swing onto him, and that will be the end of Spliz if he decides to peek it. And honestly, Noetic here, they can just sit back and hold these angles. They have it unlocked. You know, it doesn't seem like BLUEJAYS are able to enter side at all unless one of them decides to rotate. And you can see here, both Skies and Boister are in really good positions here to just deny entry coming in from that breach as well as that trophy door. And with 20 seconds left on the clock, the Shimovica launcher grenades do come out as well. It's going to be insanely hard at this point now for BLUEJAYS to try to push in. They do spot the man playing behind the bump, but can they do anything? You know where all the defenders are playing at this point. Few fires come out from Hunter. Does he manage to get the kill? No. Yes. No. Yes. Maybe. Yes. As BLUEJAYS got all 3 kills, and it looked a bit yeah, it did look a bit a ropey there, as I think I saw one of I'm pretty sure it was a 1v1. I think it came down the end as the other teammate was or other person was down, or it might have been another Noetic person was down. I wasn't really trying to.
Yeah, so basically, Hunter got a kill. So it was a 2v3. Hunter got a kill, and I think to try and kill Hunter. So it was a 2v3. Hunter got a kill, and he got down. Then it was a 1v2 for Spliss catch up. He killed Malusi playing top white and somebody playing big window. So either way, it's a round win for Blue Jays, and it is their map. And so far on attack, they're 2-1 up, and they're looking like the stronger team from that round. A 2v5 and a solid clutch by Spliss. They're looking on to find the third round. Up Noetic is going to be on their strongest site downstairs in the laundry supply room.
Oops. Honestly, I'm just really glad to see. Yeah, I'm fine. I just forgot my mic was on mute because I was doing a bit of typing, and you know my keyboards.
Yeah.
So, basically, I'm just really glad basically to see Blue Jays not rolling over, because the last game that I actually casted was just a bit. It was let's just say that one of the teams just decided to give up, and it wasn't very entertaining. It wasn't on Talent League. I was helping my friend in a tournament, casting elsewhere. But yeah, that wasn't a really fun game for anyone to watch after. But here, it's definitely showing the competitive edge here as Blue Jays have fired back from the first round. They definitely have that mental gain, I guess you could say as well. And
I love that you point that out, Jaeger. It just makes me so much more hyped for what's gonna happen next.
Ooh, man, 5 time.
I mean, if you don't know. If you didn't know already, I am so hyped to just watch this game, and especially with you, Jaeger, because off stream, not really off stream, you're not feeling the best, quite tired, and you're coming in today, stepping up, and that's what we love to see.
We do what we have to do to get that.
We do love to see that.
You do what we have to do sometimes. But yeah, I mean, that is why I didn't even want to point it to stream, because I always feel it's like a cheap cop out. Like, guys, I'm not going to be casting well because I'm tired, because I do always try my best when I come on. But you know, sometimes when I am tired, I do say very random and dumb things, which I bet you, I'm sure as the viewers of the stream, you already probably know a lot of the dumb things.
Definitely with you on that one. Definitely with you on that. We all say some weird things in our lifetime. Don't feel bad about it. But enough about me and you, Jaeger. Control, they go down. I think it's gonna be it is a top down by Blue Jays. They took a man and they've taken a man as well. So they're gonna have to be trying to execute. 2 men in particular. They're gonna try to execute side because they have this control, but so far they haven't done much with this. And in this kind of place and time, the captain step up. All right, next thing for a push, we're gonna need to go down to second floor and then take the bottom floor step by step. And this is where captains like on the side of Blue Jays need to step up, but it's going to be Skies shutting my words down in seconds. Thermite's going to reach meeting hatch, I believe. It's going to be a 3v4 with 1 minute remaining.
I mean, true, and I'm feeling back, and Skies has just been on point here, as you can definitely tell. He's been hitting his shots, not even in this map, in the first map as well, as he went cover 1. It's a very, very nice ace to end off that map. And it is a 3-4, and Blue Jays are at a disadvantage. But being at a disadvantage doesn't necessarily mean you will 100% lose this round, especially considering that it does look like definitely the defenders of Noetic are trying to get a bit more aggressive than the person playing by Laundry, as well as the person outside of freezer. They both want to get aggressive, as you can see Clutcher with a nice C4, as well as Sky the second one. It's all down to Neron playing on the bottom of main stairs, but Neko upstairs actually managed to watch the flank, I guess, or catch the flank of the flank, but he kills the guy on main stairs. That's what I'm trying to say. A nice little shot there, Thermite down, and that is a good answer back from Noetic. But, you know, it is 2-2 still, and it is looking like a very solid game.
Just proves to you, Noetic, when they're strong on a site, they hold it till the end. And downstairs is looking like a danger zone when Blue Jays are going to be attacking. And it showed that their Sky stepping up, getting those 2 kills off those freezer headlight holes, which we see all the time. It's so simple but so effective, Jaeger. Small stuff like this just win the round. And they're on, I believe it was no one on the Thermite. He was left alive, caught on the flank, and that was still. It wasn't really a full top down take because there's still a row like the tower hold, which we see from the Noetic quite a lot of times, and that caught them off guard in the last round. But 2-2, very solid. and it's looking like a close game, if I could say.
Well, then let's not cast a curse on anything because we have a very, very, very bad track record of saying something and then that thing doesn't happen or the opposite of thing happens. But let's just watch the game and enjoy what comes next. You know, it's been a very closest game so far. We've seen a lot of nice shots coming out from both teams and a lot of good rounds coming out. Especially, I'm thinking back to that second Blue Jays victory round where they just traded each out in the end, even though they were at I would say disadvantage in that round. So, you know, definitely a team that has that mental game, as I was saying earlier. And it's just something I just want to keep pointing out because especially a team that is coming from the minor league, you don't really expect these kind of teams to have that mental strength already to be able to come back from that, you know, 7-1 loss on the map. You know, it's really nice to see that teams, all teams in general, and it just kind of warms my heart as I see it, where, you know, to keep a strong mental game. But regardless of that, you know, I mean, we gotta highlight our star player, and I think the star player from this map from Noetic side is definitely Neko, and it's definitely Hunter on this side. Sorry, Spliz, I would say, from the side of Blue Jays, who has gotten a lot of crucial kills. But speaking of crucial kills, Booster is gonna get none of them, and he's down, and so is Skies, as he's picked off as well. So actually, Booster might get picked up, and he actually will get picked up here as a drone comes out. But actually, he might be baiting for kills here. As no, he's gonna let him get picked up, so it's gonna be actually a bit of 200 IQ plays from Critical there. He's gonna shoot the window as it's now into a 2v4 actually, but no, actually it's a 3v4 as Booster does get picked up eventually. And this is a round that's kind of all over the place. The fighting is happening everywhere offside. You can see this happening in this small little kitchen hallway. The attackers just got into Attic, and already it looks like they're gonna be ready to execute on the site from the way this the HP of the operators are looking. But no, there's still quite a bit of things that hackers have to check off the list before they can execute this, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing again, Hunter. So that one round as well. And he's the person stepping up on Noetic, putting pressure on them and finding these early kills. And Skies and Clutcher going down. And another thing I really want to emphasize, Clutcher on the Tachanka with the crucial grenades is going to affect the later rounds as well without a smoke as well. But that being said, we're just going to find a double with the C4. Controller is going to go down as well. Naquo, he's going to be taking out Smith with a lovely headshot onto him. And Neron does have 100 HP. Naquo and Booster are both low. It could be just a 1v2 now as Neron's going to find one. He's got two more to pick up. Naquo and Nago both. It's Naco, Neron, and Nago all facing off against each other. Yeah, you just love to see that triple name.
Nago, and Neron.
Nago, Neko, Neron. Nago, Neko, Neron.
I don't think you should say that very fast. I think that is a term that's getting very slightly close to something that is a very banned word and a very offensive word as well. So let's stop saying those names.
Yeah, let's quit it,
so,
Jaeger.
Let's call them N1, N2, and N3. All right?
Okay, N2 finishes that round. N3 dies. You know.
I do apologize. This has turned into a very scuffed kind of casting session here. Sure, you guys are also having a bit of fun with
the finals. Yes, the finals. N1 and N2.
Finals, you know? I'm just imagining, you know, the team of Blue Jays and Noetic, the comms are so sweaty and they're focusing, and we're just here having a good time, just enjoying like a very kind of casualish cast. But
I can picture that as well so badly.
You know, Jaeger and Squishy is very casual cast again. No one's here to monitor us, and we're just gonna keep waffling or something. I don't know.
I mean, unless it gets to some deep 1v5 clutch, you'll probably hear me screaming like hell.
And if you see some kind of amazing strats, you'll hear me start screaming out and doing things that are definitely TOS. But as we move on to this next round, it is exciting defense. You know, first time we've seen this on this side, it's usually been upstairs and downstairs and never in between. And this is the first time we're going to see an in-between side, and it is going to be instead of dining. Yeah, okay, the shield is gonna go down. There's no questions why there's no shield yet, but it just didn't happen to go down. So the shield goes down, but you gotta remember that these new meat jammers actually do not get the full wall, which means that they're not really that effective to you know, getting that kind of wall done anymore. And as an attacker, you can really make use of that with the help of some kind of thermite or ace, where you start getting those corners of the walls, which are not really effective by the meat jammers. And you can see here, if he puts another meat jammer on that meeting wall, it's still not gonna cover the entire thing.
Yep. Reload. I mean, I've completely lost track of mine. Oh, I don't know what I was. Oh yeah, and now sorry. Now I forgot. Now I remember what I was gonna say. Blue Jays, if they find this round, it's gonna be 3-3, which is very good on Oregon, which we do see it as a defensive side of the map, and Booster. They're so aggressive, Noetic, and especially Booster, Skies, Nate Crows alongside. And talking about this aggressive plays, Skies gets caught off guard with Zarok's Claymore. There's going to be a kill from Nate Crow taking out Spliz. And it's going to be a lovely response by Control. The thing is with Noetic and Blue Jays, which I've already seen in 1.5 maps, it all goes down so quickly. 1 kill leads up to 5 more, and Nago's just going to be running out. And it's just complete chaos. And 1 minute 40 remaining, and 4 people have already dead, Jaeger. It's just all going
with the map, I'm sorry to cut you off here, but with the way these teams are playing against each other, you wouldn't think this is a final, like where the winner gets over $200, you know, the big prize pool money. You would think this is some kind of like show match here where the team is just being it's aggression against aggression. It's spawn peaks versus anti-spawn peaks, you know? Noetic are challenging Blue Jays by going for these really aggressive plays, by jumping out, by you know, spawn peeking and pushing up where they probably shouldn't. And Team Blue Jays are countering this, and we're losing enemies really offside, nowhere near the objective. And when it comes to these side executes, it's in this like 3v3 situations, which is just a bit weird because usually, like by the time the ball is open, it's like a 4v4 or 5v4. It's just a bit bizarre, honestly. I've never seen any game like this before.
That's very true. But another thing, just to cut you off there, it could come back and bite Noetic. Because if Blue Jays, I mean, they're in the mindset, like, nobody expects running out, even though it happens all the time, it's still always, it's a surprise to you. But if Blue Jays, if they really react to how Noetic playstyle is, they can just completely shut them down without even thinking about it. So, Noetic, get aggressive, find those kills, but don't get too much of your stuff. Don't be too narcissistic, because Blue Jays will come back and bite you. And 15 seconds left. Nego again, he's going to be playing aggressive. I think he might be known or not. He's going to swing. He's going to find more. He won't be able to find another. There's going to be Control finding a kill. And Society's going to be having a triple on this round, completely undercover. Neo's going to be getting this plant down. It's looking like a close round. Plant is going to be being stuck by Neron, and a 1v2 for Nego to clutch. It's extremely close. Neron still very low. Shots being fired. Nego is going to be tanking flashes in the utility. Still in the hand of Blue Jays. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on Nego. He wants to win this round, and he has this aggressive. It's going to be Control finishing it off with a 4K. And you can't say much. You don't make these things up, Jaeger. A 4K by Control, and just a solid work by him leading that round. And it was a good plant by Neron.
Yeah, I mean, just gotta commend him as well on that flank there. Very, very smart, realizing that most of the defenders probably won't expect someone to flank this late when there's only 10 seconds left. He pushes in, gets the first kill, and also manages to get the second one to Booster. Booster not really doesn't really have that awareness of where to peek, because you have someone holding one angle and someone holding the other angle. It just becomes a bit of a mishmash, and you just have to guess.
Are you dissing Booster? You dissing my boy Booster?
Not at all. I'm saying that you have to hold 2 angles at once. You just have to guess which one to hold first, because you have who's gonna peek you first, right? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you just guessed wrong.
It's a 50-50. He chose the wrong one and he got punished for it.
I'm pretty sure he just peeked the guy who his teammate was gonna peek, so they was guaranteed to get a kill in case one of them dies, right? Because you're kind of like forcing 2 players onto him, so it's like a refrag kind of in a sense, which just actually makes a lot more sense as to why he looked that way. But yeah. 3-3 spin. Noetic are finally going to go on to this attacking side. And you know, Oregon is known to be a very defender-sided map. I think most teams agree. This is the map with the most, like, it has the highest defender win percentage, or win percentile. Win percent? It's one of those win percentage. Basically, defenders win a lot more than attackers on this map. That's the general consensus from the data.
The defensive have a higher chance of winning.
Yeah, there you go. It's actually the highest. I'm pretty sure it was like 60 something, which is very high in terms of like siege maps. But yeah,
that is extremely high. If you don't know, 60% is very high in terms of.
Wait, don't quote me on that, right? That's just something that came from my mind, and I gotta keep that in mind.
No. I think it's like 59.4%, and don't ask me where I got that from either. I think it's like very, very professional. We have so much statistics, but nothing to really back us up.
Look
but
at Neko
onto the round.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say, Neko on this LMG, an absolute monster. You have seen it in the Villa map, and you're gonna see it here again. He's gonna start popping off here. I'm gonna cast a cursor, and he's gonna walk in and die instantly. But potentially could get an ace if he walks in here with that energy. Such a monster on it, gets so many kills. And you can see this Twitch runes actually come out to get his Maestro cams. Actually, the Twitch runes can't disable the Maestro cams anymore with the new change. So that is a slight Twitch nerf. Even though she's been buffed in many ways, that it is a nice nerf. And slight buff to Maestro, I guess. But BLUEJAYS just going to be holding here. Not really being aggressive here. You're going to see a few peaks coming out, but really just going to be holding steadfast, you know, not gonna be over aggressive, give away those free peaks. As you know, Noetic are the ones who are gonna have to peek them, but as I say that, you can see here, Zaro, he doesn't want to peek, he doesn't want to wait for them to go, he wants to peek, and peeking he will, and the Twitch stab comes out, 5 HP gone from Zaro, and an unconceivable amount of HP, I don't know how we'll ever recover from that, as Blizz actually takes a lot of HP down himself, and I'm not sure exactly where the fight goes on as critical. He gets stuck on the rotator. That is unfortunate as Boys are just opening the window, manages to get that free kill as Zaro does manage to trade onto Nego of the Twitch, and Sophia just walks in here, picks up one. Did you manage to pick up the second one? No, as Zaro picks up someone else, but Nego trades off as Busher picks another one as well, leaving it all up to Nero, who is for some reason in Freezer doing some kind of late rotate, I'm assuming. He's just going to be holding his angles, free firing, someone's holding him. This is an almost impossible. Nate comes out, he's on such low HP. I don't think any player in the world could win a situation like this, I'll be honest.
If he clutches it, big on him, but I mean...
I'll donate 10k to charity, so Neon, you know what to do.
You know
if you're a good people, you would lose as well.
But I mean, Naquo and Booster. I mean, Naquo got a double, Booster got a double. Pushed him to side with the balls of steel. Nothing stops Booster and Naquo's aggressive plays. They have nothing to fear, and everyone's he's just slowly scared in freezer, just, hoping to get his KD up a bit and just trolling. Oh, come on, it's gonna be a lovely shot by Naquo and.
Oh my god!
Naquo, you got to be working on that aim.
Okay, let's get a bit serious for a second, okay? Because we're getting very sidetracked. I think it's our job as casters to and provide a bit more insight. So what actually went wrong there as a defender for BLUEJAYS, right? They had the start of it wrong, and I think it all started to go wrong when that Maestro got stuck on that rotator, and Boistro, who was just trying to open up the window, just paused the Maestro just stuck on the rotator, not being able to go through, gets the first free pick, makes an opening for the rest of his team now who are a man advantage, so they can push into side and play refrags, and that's exactly what happens. You can see, I'm pretty sure it was Zarok gets the first kill, but that first person just managed to get that Mulisi gadget or disable it, and then Nako as well just walks into side with the LMG. We know how much of a monster Nako is on that LMG. He walks in, sees a person, shoots it. Zarok manages to trade someone else, but Nako trades onto that and trades onto Zarek. A lot of trading going on, but basically the general consensus is that Nako gets a lot of kills, helps his team win the round. Nero was in the freezer after he gets a few kills, and that was it. But BLUEJAYS not gonna opt to go back upstairs. They're gonna be going to their meeting kitchen site, which is I wonder actually what the stats is. I wonder which is a more popular site in between dining and meeting, because I know it's the person. I think in NA it's more slightly favored towards meeting, but I think in EU it's more towards dining.
Yeah, we had this conversation before. It always pops up. No. It's not offensive. Like it was on a completely different game. Not this game. It always comes up. NA.
The memory's really bad.
NA they just think meetings a bit cooler, and EU they think dining is cooler. But it's gonna be dining, and it's gonna be a strong attack from the Noetic 4-3 up, which is good on their side. But BLUEJAYS are on defense, and you can't count down these dark horses. I think you call them. You call them dark horses, right?
I did call them dark horses. I mean, they beat Carlstar Kings as the second seed. And,
yeah, I mean, definitely. They're the minor league team, which are the people on the team, which they're just a minor league team trying to get in Champions Series. They've gotten far, and they've got to the finals. They're very close on this Oregon map. We can leave Villa aside, and it's looking like BLUEJAYS have so much potential to pull this map and maybe even pull that out. And what a lovely shot from Hunter! That is definitely going in a montage, and what a shot! I mean, the SMG-11, you can't beat that kind of combo. And Nate Pro going down. I mean, he needs to get in his aim labs, because I think Hunter's going to be hitting these shots without even thinking about it.
Neko saw him for like a split second. He saw him for like a half of like a second and he was dead. That was insane gunplay coming out from...
That's all it takes. That was 1 second. That's all it takes.
Neron actually gets a second one onto Nego as well, and that's the Neko and Nego, N1 and N2, they're down for the count. You know, and it's all and Hunter actually gets love as well for a very low amount of HP because of the breach being opened up. So Clutcher manages to get that kill and refrag. A bit of utility lost onto the side of the smoke as two of those what do you call it? Two of those smoke canisters would probably still be, you know, just would still be this pocket. But you gotta remember that Neron is still playing upstairs here. He's still playing on top of this wood pile. As the drones come on, he's gonna have to, but no, I was gonna say he's gonna have to drop down, but instead he just decides that he wants to play really aggressive here, and he's gonna be just sitting up there as the Malusi decides to get aggressive for about no reason, and suddenly Noetic are in a really good man advantage, which I'm not sure how exactly that happened, because I thought they were gonna lose this one because they did not have enough map control, but they ate my words. They got the kills that they needed, and now it's all down to Critical, who has been so good in the past in these kind of clutch situations and getting the skills, but with hatch control lost to them and someone playing on the hatch, this has become an almost impossible round unless Aruni manages to rotate upstairs, which clearly didn't happen, as you can see from the skill cam right there. The Iana, almost forgot to name it for a second. The Iana gets that nice frag, and Noetic are 5-3 up in a round that looked like it should have been a Blue Jays round. I'll be honest.
I mean, definitely. They had this control. They still had people above, and I can't believe. I think it was Neron and the Cade above. Booster just jumps in, and just takes the living life out of Neron, and it was a great take by Noetic. They got these kills, and it was Clutcher on the breach, finding that double, cleaning outside, and a plant, and it was all left up to Critical or Control, whatever you want to call him. It was up to C. It was up to C1 to finish the round.
I'm gonna start calling every person C1, N1, S1, H1,
B1,
No,
H1. Wait, stop, Jaeger. Focus on track. Downstairs, laundry supply room. Ella's shotgun in the hands of C1. In the hands of C1.
No, stop. It's not. This is very unprofessional casting from you. I'll have you know. You gotta be respectful to the players who said the names correct.
In the hands of Critical. In the hands of Critical, he's gonna have the shotgun, which takes no skill, doesn't it? Just hold down M1
I
and
wouldn't
hope
say
for the
no
best.
skill. I mean, you need to have a hand, right, to use it. So it does take a little bit of skill. It's not much, but
5 seconds left.
it's honest work. I mean, I don't know where I was going with that, but you can see a really aggressive shield actually being put out onto this blue double door, which is a seal I've been seeing a lot more recently, and I've been seeing this a lot more aggressive kind of hold when you have a shield being placed this close to the door. And as an attacker, you see that you're like, okay, whoa. A bit of a Sophia stun does come out, but the ADSs are going to be, you know, on the wall, so it's gonna be a bit difficult. But the shield eventually does manage to go down because ADSs do get burned because attackers are running a lot of ADS currently. They have the 2 smokes, they have the Sophia concussions, as well as I think I'm not sure if the Dawn takes count, but there might also have the flashes. So that basically it's a lot of ADS burning, I should say. And you can see that actually Neron rotates away and leaves Critical there in that position with a much higher fire rate gun, which is something I'm a big fan of, because when you're playing in such tight, close quarters, a higher fire rate gun is usually much better because you can land the headshot. But Critical takes the few bullets of HP and Boost is actually already pushed into the side, and that's managed to land a headshot onto Neron through the wall, I'm pretty sure, as a wall bang. And that is the first blood in the hands of Noetic, as they have complete control of this blue elbow area, and that's not good if you're attacker or sorry, defender. But Spliz does manage to get the refrag onto Sky, which is a very important pick. But now all of the, I'm pretty sure like communications with all defenders are known to the attackers have been paying attention, as Neko does pick up cross. They know one was playing pillar and the pillar guy is dead. They know one was playing in backside and they knew one was playing freezer. I'm not sure if they're aware of the positions right now, as Critical actually decides to push out into that blue elbow area actually, and you can see Zarok here playing in the other side, seeing if he can maybe get 1 or 2 3B takes as Neko is gonna decide to push into this elbow area as well, but I don't think he's gonna be aware of Critical ping. Okay, apologies, I lost my damn thought there for a second, but yeah, you can see here that Critical does get traded off. They just all onto Zarok in a 1v3 situation with bomb going down, looking very, very unlikely that he managed to get this. The bomb does go down, 1v3 post spawn. And another really difficult situation. Noetic getting the bomb down in a really good position yet again. He's gonna have to be aggressive here, Zara, if he wants to win this. And he knows like the position of everyone. He knows there's one playing in this closet. He just get one. He knows there's one playing close to him actually. If he spots the foot, he does see the foot, but does he shoot? No. Oh my god! Somehow doesn't see the foot. I'm not sure. I thought for sure he saw the foot and he started reloading so he could pre-fire it. But I guess he didn't, and the hip fire on the pistol comes out, and I'm not really sure what I was casting that round, I'll be honest. I just started kind of waffling it and kind of derailed a bit. I'm not really sure what exactly happened that round. So Squishy, I'm gonna let you take over for a bit while I take a sip of water and calm down, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about how Blue Jays, you know, they need to win. They need to win this map because it's very difficult coming back from 2-0, and if they want to win it, it's gonna have to go to map 5. But I mean, Noetic, they're just looking like the stronger team in general. Blue Jays, they're strong. Noetic, they're stronger. A great team play and a great push onto forcing the people playing hallway and pillar. Everyone trying to grab on, but Noetic just completely shoved them off. Taking this control, Nate Cole again getting in there. 13 kills. He lives up to his name and he does not stop doing it. Big work by him, finding double, triple, quadruple kills on these rounds. 3 rounds consecutively. Blue Jays need to win or it's all going to go downhill from here.
Yep, no more errors on the side of Blue Jays. They need to step up their game now if they want to win. They gotta win every single site in a row now, which, considering the track record the past few rounds, looks a bit more difficult. But if they want to bring this map into overtime at least, that is the minimum that they must do. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the second map, which is their map pick, to Noetic, and you're gonna have to win the next 3 rounds in a row. And I mean, that just seems like a very tall order from any Siege team in the world. Yeah, I mean,
it's just difficult for any team.
Yeah, but Blue Jays, I'm sure they've not lost any hope. From the way they've been playing so far, you can definitely tell their mental has not been affected. And I'm sure they'll be still playing the same high-quality level of Siege without any kind of kills. And there's an interesting strat here. As you can see, Neuron's playing on top of that bed with the shield. And you can see he's actually going to be Y-swinging the bed because the shield does get blown up. And actually, he's out of there. Never mind. I thought he was going to be playing...
He's out of there quick!
He wastes a bit of utility. For on the side of the attackers, he loses a Goyo shield and a mute jammer and a station.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I mean the fact that they put a Kona station in there as well. I mean they have a Kona station on their side, so they can just heal themselves whenever. And that being said, Neron, with control of that Kona station, won't be able to move it anytime soon, as he's going to be taken out. And again, a strong lead by Noetic. They've got 2 breaches open, both Attic and Master Breach. It's going to be a lovely refrag by Zaro, but a frag kill by Skies and another by Hunted, all lining up for Blue Jays, finding these lovely refrags. Critical is low. Kona stations are still in hand, so hopefully he can get them, but he is going to be stuck. Butcher going to be making some noise, and it could be easy for Critical to get this double kill on these people playing Trophy and Master, but it's going to be Nago taking down Hunter playing Attic, and it's looking like Noetic are going to be pinching these last 2 members in sight, and in their eyes, taking the round even, but no, it's going to be a lovely swing by Critical, and there goes Skies, finish it off, and that's another good half. 2 maps to 0, 4 on the side of Noetic, and Blue Jays 3 maps if they want to take this title.
Yeah, I mean, a bit ropey at the end, but Noetic do manage to get that round. It was I had a little bit of doubt once it was in the 3v3, but like you saw, it was another Noetic map, and now if you are a Blue Jays player or Blue Jays fan, you must be feeling a bit more devastated. You know, you're 1 map away from completely losing this grand finals, and it's just not a good position to be in, especially on a map like Bank, which is such a wild card because it has not been in the competitive map pool for such a long time. And even though it hasn't really changed much, from what I know, it's still that's because of the simple fact it hasn't been there for a long time. You're just not going to have more time to scrim on it and practice the strats. So it's just a big wild card of a map. You know, I don't know what to expect when I'm going to spectate a Bank game, but that is all to come. very soon, because as you know, after every map, we do take a little bit of a short break to let the players rest, and more importantly, let me rest, because I am going to probably fall asleep. If I don't, I'm probably going to get a Red Bull or something. I do apologize. I mean, we'll see. But sidetrack, brain go brr. We'll be back soon in like 5 minutes. I'll see you soon.
You know how I feel.
It's just backs on this mirror window trying to stave them off, but Mitchell coming.
You know how I feel.
And he's gonna take down Poison. He's gonna make it a 4v4 for Steve.
You know how I feel.
That maybe not even Valkyrie herself, and she is aware.
New day, it's a new life.
He's not aware that Envy's here, and Envy will pick him up.
And I'm feeling.
Also on
and
1
I'm
HP, I didn't notice that one.
And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine.
Maybe other operators, other enemy players that he's able to pick off. Nako here is also very aggressive, and he's gonna make sure that he is Clutcher here is also on 1 HP. I didn't notice that one. So two of these players are really low, and Nako is, I don't even saw that there was a player behind that one player, and he's gonna get a quad kill here. It's Shippo. What's happening? He's just running around him in circles right now. It looks like he's bulletproof.
And half HP. He's even more of this flawless to get torn away, but I love what he turned as he kept some form of information that ends. They know the plan. Skies out on that Ash, a lovely run-up and catching the kill. Deeper, searching for more. That fire gonna force a blade son of a sunlight, he didn't have the bullets. He swaps the pistol, still picks up the triple kill. It doesn't matter. The fire tap for the quadra kill. A flawless round.
It might really make a difference if Echo is alive. Blue is still with the yokai drone up, and the gas canister is gonna go out, and Echo is gonna deny the plan. If I have to back up, there is no chance. Another canister is gonna deny something right now. When he wants, the gas canister is gonna finish off the leg. What even happens there? That one's gonna push out from the beach. He's gonna get a headshot on top of the canister, and he's gonna start prepping as well. Blue is gonna deny it again. There is no way this is happening right now. Blue is doing everything. They should have killed him with a nade, but they weren't able to. The people from below, they won't be able to deny. They are gonna be able to smash and really bring it back home here as he gets the first kill, and he won't be able to connect to the second. Echo is gonna win it out on 1 HP. Blue just did everything for his Steve that he should have done.
But they're gonna be caught down, and Salva's gonna find one. And the plot's gonna be down. If they get this caught down, it's gonna be the game, and it's gonna be 42. And the plot's gonna be down. It's all wrong. Look at me. Oh my god, it's all coming down in this last 5 seconds. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be a 1v1 situation. If Spirit manages to keep this alive, they are winning it. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a clutch. Oh my god. What a clutch. They've been gaming the first win of the whole season with them, and it's all on Chapapi's hands. What a game this was! What a game!
2 on 5 is a quick swing. Nako will put it into a 1 on 5. Nako trying to hit the deck, but he cannot. Not looking too good. Getting that gone onto the Banshee. Another onto Skies. This went from out of the realm of possibility to winnable.
He's gonna just keep face checking here towards Memo. Looks like everything is clear, but he doesn't know that there's a player behind the bomb. He's gonna able to get the headshot, man. A quad kill for Alex right now. He's gonna be looking for the last one. He doesn't have the diffuser yet. So remember that. What is that?
You could turn me on and turn me off with your gaze. You could make me feel oh so much with your ways. It's perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me. Getting For you to complete. You're so perfect, and now I need you. Need me, need me. It's so perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me. You could turn me on and turn me off with your gaze. You could make me feel oh so much with your ways. It's so perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me.
Welcome back to the Champion Series Talent League Finals. 2 maps ahead, and it's going to be Noetic face off again, but it's going to be on Bank this time against BLUEJAYS Esports. And BLUEJAYS have gotten this far, but 2 maps behind. It's not looking like the best, and Bank is new to the competitive scene, and it's looking like it will be a close one on Bank because most teams don't have that much of an experience. So hopefully we'll go straight into it. Me and Jaeger got a bit of energy in us ready for this map.
I have a Red Bull right here, you know.
Yep.
Gonna keep it more calm.
Sure.
I know there was a lot of waffling in the end stages of the last map, but we kept it cool. Production value has gone up. I've managed to afford a Red Bull now. Thanks to production. Trippin has paid for this. Thank you at Trippin. But both teams are ready. Let's just get into this game, you know. Bank, a very wildcard map, very new meta, right? I mean, it's a returning thing, but not much has changed since it last was in the competitive pool. And the only thing I would say about Bank is that not many teams probably have scrimmed on it recently, or not have that much scrim experience on it. And that's the only thing that maybe is drifting this in a maybe 50-50. Because the way Noetic have been playing today, if this was any other map, I would probably put my money on them. You know, BLUEJAYS, they've kind of been a bit down and out after losing the first 2 maps. They lost the first one 7-1, and then they lost their map pick 7-3. So they must be feeling demoralized. But the fact that it is Bank and it's just a wild card, and I have no idea how teams perform in Bank anymore, I'm just not sure. So I'm just gonna like Squishy said, I'm just gonna expect like a close game maybe. I'm just really unsure. As these map bans come out, we can see actually a Jackal ban, which I have no clue if that's a meta for Bank. I have no clue if it isn't. But I'm just going to pretend that this is a very casual and standard ban. Squishy, do you agree?
I mean, we did see BLUEJAYS play Bank very strongly against Coastal Kings, and that might just leak into this map as well. Smoke, I mean, on Bank, I mean, Necros is going to be a bit angry because he does love playing Smoke on his ban, and it's going to be a target ban, and, you know, bit of jokes between the teams, but either way, Smoke is a great ban, as Smoke can be utilized on all of these sites, and both teams going to be quite disappointed and quite angry. But either way, heading into the first round, Noetic on defense with not that we know of, not a lot of experience on back. On the other hand, Blue Jays, they do have experience against Coastal Kings and other games, so hopefully they're going to be looking into this with a lot of momentum. No matter the previous maps, they're going to be looking into this with a strong mindset.
Yeah, and if I'm trying to remember the old Bank meta, and if there's one thing to remember, this was one of the 2 attacker-sided maps in the rank pool, along with Coastline when it was released. And usually attacker-sided maps just mean they just favor the team who has more aggression. And if there's anything we know from the games we watched earlier, that these 2 teams love aggression, and because of that, I mean, Noetic love aggression. I mean, just look at how many spawn picks and runs they did, and Blue Jays clearly love anti-aggression, so technically they're aggressing the aggression, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be expecting to see a lot of gunfights going out, a lot of rounds won in that way. Not going to be expecting to see many kind of, you know, plants, I guess, not many kind of strategic rounds. It's going to be more of kind of not a run and gun to say, but more of like kill by kill round, getting more trades. And we're going to be starting off on open area, a site that was horrible, I'm pretty sure, when it was in Bank rotation, when Bank was still in competitive map pool. One of the worst sites, I would believe, the 4th least chosen site, I'm pretty sure. Of course, this is just from my memory. My statistics could be wrong, so just take that with a grain of salt. But I'm not exactly sure what has changed in this room. Like, you know, especially
In what way?
in open area. I mean, there's a few changes, like, you know, with the rank level, but I have not played Bank that much. But yeah, open area.
It's just some small minor changes which, you know, help the defense.
I mean, if you look at the details, so yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. There's just some small minor changes. So.
Yeah, the painting on the wall has just changed. There you go. The painting on the wall, you know, gives so much variety to the defense.
That seems like I think that's a nerf. Oh my god, I thought you were gonna roll myself.
I am gonna quote tier 1. I see Kwana Gaming faced to go off against Team Empire. They played Staff. They obviously played Bank, but Staff open area, such a strong site. And I did see if one of the teams take vertical control and try and clear out like the small roam gates. For example, Nago playing in top blue stairs, or sometimes it's either playing Tele or something. If you get these members out, it's so easy to take control of the central site, and especially with Nomad in play, you can really just leave these roamers to do whatever they want and just let them fall into those air jabs and let members like Control, like Neron find these freebies.
Yeah, already you can tell that Blue Jays definitely have a lot of experience on this map. They have like a very good kind of idea of what kind of push they want to do here. And Noetic, they're just going to be holding still here, not going to be aggressing at all, which is the exact opposite of what I expected. So yeah, no kind of run game, exact opposite of what I expected. I just casted Curse them again, so there you go. Okay. But a missed C4, I think, from Nako there on the roof, trying to get it down. I mean, I'm pretty sure you should use a deagle, right? The deagle just like breaks all the floor around it really easily. But he's gonna be struggling to get that down. He's gonna be struggling to get that down.
Yeah, but the nade coming out from Hunter onto Clutch is going to be able to get the down. Might be able to be revived, but we don't have the angle on that yet. It's going to be a lovely swing by Nago. The air jab is being utilized by Splitz. He's going to be taken down, and he will realize that Nero is down as well, and he can't be able to find the finish. It's going to be Nako doing that for him. And now it was looking like Blue Jays were on a strong attack and looking like they were able to take this round, but the roam game, or the single flank by Nago, is going to shut this down, and it's going to be a lovely headshot by Critical. And now with 3v3 with 30 seconds remaining, Nago still underneath in the basement. Hopefully he can add something else to this defensive, because they want to take this first round.
Guys as well taking a lot of damage there, but you gotta remember, Tachanka is still in play, and the Tachanka has 14 of his incendiary grenades still left, and with 15 seconds left on the clock, you're probably not gonna see him using them because he's just gonna be holding this line of sight that walks walking side because it is a 3v2. Never mind, he has stopped using them, and the person who plants the bomb actually doesn't even get the chance to finish it because the Iana here does manage to push out and get this last kill as the other castle was traded up elsewhere on the map. And that brings us into the solid first round, which was a Blue Jays victory.
I mean, that round just completely shows you the experience level and the difference. Blue Jays, so controlled, so well executed. No matter how many bodies fell, they able to push through. And Noetic, they did have these lovely kind of solo plays, but as a team, they weren't able to connect as much as Blue Jays did. And a solid first round, and it's looking... Actually, I'm not going to say that, because last time I said that on Villa, it did not go well, did it, Jaeger?
Caster's curse. Ooh.
That is Caster's curse, definitely. But they are doing strong on attack, and bang, it's looking like attacker at the fifth side of the map. But either way, they're going to be heading back to dining archives, I believe, and hopefully they can
open area kitchen, but it's okay. I mean, I think a fighter brain is my waffle.
Open area kitchen, not dining.
It's
gonna go back to the same site. Go back to the same site, and hopefully they can play it in a different way.
10 seconds left.
Expecting Noetic to play a bit more differently this round. Last round they played a lot more passive and waited for the attackers to push up to a certain spot before they got aggressive. Like, for example, the castle of Nago, it was Nago last round who was playing on the boosters, manages to push up on that flank and get 2 free kills. I would not free, but 2 really crucial kills, which ended up didn't matter in the end. But it was one of the big highlights of Noetic that round, where he managed to push up and kill that Nomad as well as the Thermite. And I mean, when you have people like that who can make those plays and those flanks, especially on a map like Bank, it truly does help you. But you got to remember that I think it was just because of the bad Nomad trap placement that he could just peek out from that. So I'm expecting that not to happen again. But like I said, I'm going to be expecting a change of pace from Noetic this round, trying to play a bit more aggressive or a bit more passive, just some kind of different kind of change. Because when you go through the same site twice in a row, it's usually because you have some kind of plan in mind, right, to change. But oh my god, a bit of shots coming out from Nako there as Zaro picks up the second kill of Blue Jays this round.
I mean, you really don't want that happening. Nako, you really got to hit the shot to see what's going to come out, and it's just going to be added to the man count on this side. 3 bodies dead, and Nako just a slither of HP, and he needs to have some intention of what he's going to do with it. But again, it's this lovely angle from Critical playing on those railings and the rappel, finding the whole hallway, which completely shuts down Noetic's rotation. But he's going to go off it. He's put the pressure. He's going to be able to move around, doing the vertical with Zara with those breeding charges and Hunter with the grenades.
Yeah, and if I'm Noetic here, I'm going to be sweating a little bit because you have Nako on such little HP. You've used up both C4s, and Skies is on full HP but doesn't really contribute anything to help defend. And if I'm playing Blue Jays, I can afford to take it slow. You know, all of the defenders are going to be playing on the side. We can just, like I said, afford to take it a bit more slow, try to cut off the rotation of defenders, see what corners they're playing in, and see if we can get any freebies, 1 or 2. And that's exactly what happens there as Hunter picks up the first freebie onto Nako. And now at this point, you're going to be trying to go for those refrag plays. But as I said, that cluster does pick up Hunter as a refrag of his own because he was pushing on his own, and now it is down in a 2v3, which is still a very good situation for Blue Jays.
They're on finding his way around those weak dammers because that nerf really affected. Neat bit still in play, and that's going to be Clutcher with the shotgun and SMG 11 there and find some bullets. It's going to be Skies in this position where he has to 180 on one person, 180 on the other, but it's going to be a triple to end the round by Neron, and a lovely second attack and Noetic. They played it differently, but the result was still the same.
Squish, are you eating?
What?
Are you eating? I swear I just heard you chewing on some food. How unprofessional of you.
No, I'm not eating. I would never.
Okay, I'll take your word on it. Right.
I would never.
I'm just gonna make sure, you know.
Well,
I see all this, but I can hear the plate just say, you know, and I did definitely hear in your voice that there was a bit of food in your mouth when you were casting that last bit. You know, the grub can wait. It's time to grind these siege casting rounds. But
Attackers need to locate
I
and
think
defuse
Blue Jays have looked really solid on these attacks. They have a very solid idea of what they want to do, and they have a very solid idea of what Noetic are doing. And Noetic smartly decide open area is not the one. They're gonna decide to go back to a more kind of standard site, which is upstairs. And I have so many memories of watching pro players play on the side. You know, I remember going back to even early 2018 where you have the rook players playing on top of that bomb and impact tricking when that was like a new thing in this game. There's a lot of fond memories of the site here. There's a lot of things,
the Doc
actually,
and Brook ACOG.
true.
And you used to get those crispy angles on people playing.
True.
on the top
There was
of
I don't know
the
if this
top.
exists, right? Sorry to cut you off here, but I'm just gonna get excited. If you that one desk inside of that room there, as if you can see the caster turn around. One more. It watches. Yeah, that right desk. The one with next to the bomb. The one next to the bomb. Right. You can actually the brown desk right there, the one with the briefcase on it. You can actually jump onto that desk and walk onto that bomb, and then peek over the reinforcement to get angles into skylight. Or Sky Stairfell, sorry, to get a full answer. And it was one of the most dirty angles that used to exist. I'm not sure if it still exists, because of how the reworks in this game is.
Yeah,
But, but it was a very dirty angle when I first saw it. I think it was a rook player on early. It was very cool. Just a nice bit of tidbit of information that I wanted to share while this round starts to get underway. As you can see here that Blue Jays just going to be on the roof, except for the Hibana Physical, who's always going to be playing on top of this one wall here. He's going to be always going to Hibana that. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what the wall's call out is, but it's the wall that usually watches into the hallways and just cuts off big, long lines of sight and makes it really, really difficult for defenders to kind of rotate. And when he cuts off this much line of sight, it just kind of neutrals the defender's ability to, you know, move around. And never mind, Nego picks up the kill, and now that is completely useless.
I mean, a great shot by Negro, and it's going to be a lovely response. And Voices going to albeit might just be Zarok alongside him, because it's going to be a singular gunfight, a road game by both guys. And Zarok, a drop shot by Zarok. That is dirty, and I can't believe you've just done that on map 3 of a final. But either way, he finishes off guys on that roam game, and he won't be able to find any more frags. And a 4v3 with 1 minute left, the breach is open, and it's looking like a strong attack from Blue Jays. And no matter what these last two maps were, it's going to be close. And talking about close, Nako's going to be able to find a headshot onto Nell, but it might just be Hunter proning, trying to find that trade back onto Nako. Red Ping's coming out, Valkyrie being utilized, but from the hatch, a triple kill from Zarok, and a 2v3 as we enter the last 45 seconds. Zarok looking for the ace, but it's going to be pushes from both Spliz and Hunter. Clutch and Nago in solid positions. They have Diffuser in hand, and for Blue Jays, they need to pick it up or trying to find these kills. 2 members top skylight and 1 in trade room trying to push meeting, but Clutch is going to be trying to find this flank, or the wall's going to be open. It's going to be Fire's bullet. Hunter's still focused on that breach, and correctly so, as Clutch is going to be trying to swing it once more. Yellow Ping's flying out. It's going to be Hunter tanking his bullets. Snake's going to find a kill to Split, and now it's going to be a 2v2 scenario. 10 seconds left. They have to push in. Snake's going to swing. Zarok is extremely low alongside Hunter, and a quad kill by Zarok. He needs to get the ace of Clutch. It's going to be planting. And now Clutcher has the kill. He picks it up, and 1 second left. It has to be the ace by Zarok on this Blue Jay. It's going to be swinging, but it's going to be a double kill Clutch by Clutcher. Is literally in his name. Clutcher gets the clutch, but unfortunately for Zarok, the ace goes into the hand of no one. Noetic take 1 round back, but Blue Jays still in the lead.
Yeah, very close round, I would say, you know? It definitely was a very close round. I just repeated that for no reason. Mind is a bit fried, but we move. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Blue Jays, I feel like they definitely could have done a bit better. When they had those drones in hand, they at least could have tried to drone the second person. They knew what the Valkyrie was playing, but if the drone of the Jaeger's position, I have no doubt that they could have easily won that round by just playing off refrags there. And it almost worked out for them regardless in the end. So big props to them. And they're looking like a real threat on this attacking side of Bang. And I know Bang is more of an attacker-sided map, but they've just kind of been a more dominant team. And I'm expecting them, I have to give credit where credit is due. They do seem to be a team that's very brushed up and have scrimmed a lot on Bang, and they seem to be doing what they're doing, at least on these few attacking halves. And Noetic, on the other hand, just seem to be having a bit more of a struggle to get into it, even though they won that last round. It was more down to clutcher kind of clutch, and it's not usually the kind of round that puts strategic confidence, I guess you could say. It's just more of individual kind of play. So I'm kind of not expecting, but I'm kind of interested to see these other few sites and see what kind of setups they have prepared, because it doesn't look like they've completely fully mastered this map just yet.
And this also looks like a variation of, I believe, Team Empire's strat on the recent one. So hopefully we're able to see Noetic try and make it. Not Team Empire strat, but their strat themselves. Banding Castle are going to be trying to stop critical mates, making these critical breaches, because just like on that rappel, they get picked off by Negro. But the thing is, if they get, sorry for my voice, if they get that hallway breach open, critical with an ACOG, and not many people have ACOGs in this game anymore, it's gonna find kills, but the whiff by Zarok! That is unfortunate. Booster should be so grateful, Jaeger. He luckily survives, and he needs to prove himself now. He's saved for a reason, and he's gonna need to prove it in this round to equalize the score.
Drone is ready to go.
Stop
Sorry,
being mean.
No, but I'll take over here for a bit. But yeah, like I said, Boosters, a bit lucky to get away with his life there, you know. When you're on that kind of rappel, just shooting, spraying through, especially with the Alibi Prisma in the way. He just got a bit lucky that he was in the midst of the wall animation, and he's gonna swing out and just manage to get Hunter. So he's already done his job here. The Alibi Prismas also do their job, and he gets that first pick, which leaves it. Oh, actually, oh my god, oh, the timing is so bad. You can see just how unfortunate it was that the Hibana looked away at the worst moment, and this Alibi managed to go through. Never mind. Critical was very aware. Maybe it was a fine throw, or maybe Critical was better because he was aware of Boister's position. I mean, yeah, also what a shot, just to say, and that is not an amazing shot, as you missed that C4 onto the floor, and that definitely would have connected on someone. So that is unfortunate. But he does pick it up and manages to rotate elsewhere. And actually, yeah, attackers of BLUEJAYS have gotten control of top floor, and they're going to be starting this vertical play.
Yeah, and I mean, still have two C4s in hand, both for Negro and N1 and N2. So hopefully they're able to do something with it. But that breaching charge takes out one of them. So it's only going to be Negro with a C4 left. And he's actually going to be playing in the basement. With these hatches open, he can maybe toss a C4 for the plant. But everyone's going to be finding a lovely headshot onto Nico. Headshot by headshot, kill by kill. BLUEJAYS are finding their way to make this round up the last one. It's going to be Clutcher tanking some bullets in the side of Zarok. Breaching with 40 seconds remaining. It's looking like a solid attack from BLUEJAYS, and maybe even a solid round win.
Oh, the castle is spotted as well, and when you're on top of the Destiny, you spotted out, just a really awkward gunfight for you to take. As well as okay, never mind. I thought that something else happened. Never mind. But yeah, that's a really awkward gunfight to take, and that's 2v3 now actually. As I'm pretty sure it was Nego who managed to get a trade back, and suddenly, actually, look at the Nego's positioning. They're upstairs, but never mind. Critical is very aware of that. Managed to get the kill, and the plant starts to go down. But you gotta remember that no one is here to support Neron here for this plant. He can't go for the plant yet. He's gotta wait for Critical to get close, and Neron actually needs to be careful. He's gonna have to go for the plant, and you can look at that. The Valkyrie just pushes through the smoke because Critical is nowhere to be seen, and gets the kill onto the guy who was planting. And oh my god, Critical.
You have to be there. I think the smoke really threw. I think that smoke play is just the wrong play, and
it was a bit of a wrong time. And I think as soon as even though Nego was still upstairs, as soon as the call came out that the Hibana was upstairs, you can go for the guy planting. He can't plant. It just gives that information to that Valkyrie to empower her to make her next move, knowing that okay, I can be aggressive here because I know where the Hibana is gonna come from, right? I know she's gonna come from main lobby, either through the breach or through the door. So I can swing on this thermite or just waste as much time as possible before he's being forced to plant, and that's exactly what we saw. And the Critical, to be fair to him, he didn't really expect someone to be upstairs, and that would have been a smart play to rotate all the way around. had it not been for the fact that Mako was actually upstairs and he gets the kill. So actually, in a weird way, getting the kill actually made him lose a round, if that makes sense. That's a very way to put it, but yeah. It is a very way to put it, but yeah, just getting the kill gave the information away, and that actually led to them losing the round, because I don't think Mega would have had the angles to cover that part of you. So yeah, definitely an interesting way to look at it.
Skies, he's on 1 kill, but that 1 kill was 1 round, and
Impact.
Yep, the impact frags precisely, and no matter what the journey is, no matter how you win the round, it's all about if you win it or not. And I mean, BLUEJAYS, they did throw that round. They threw the last 2 rounds, and honestly, it should be 4-0, in my opinion. That one, the 1v1, the 4K by Zarok, and that last 1v3 at the end, it should be 4-0, but either way, BLUEJAYS, they need to pull back from this. They can't lose momentum now, because when Noetic pick themselves up and take all the momentum, they just don't stop, in a near headshot wallbang coming out from Booster. He's going to be popping back with the shotgun bearing 9 on the Thunderbird.
Just saying, if he had the normal Thinkathon, which is a spear 0.308, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure he probably would have gotten that Hunter wallbang complete. So, not missed opportunity, but I can definitely tell this is an adaptation of an old Ella strat that you used to play on those blue stairs, where you play an Ella with a shield and have 3 ADSs all stacked next to each other, and this is when ADSs required 2 charges to chain. This is before the Jaeger change, or his rework. So you had to put 6 things in before you can even try to contest the Ella. And when the Ella shotgun and Griswold mines came out, it just became so difficult to push her out. It became known as the Ella spot. I think it was someone on Dark Zero. I think it was Skies from Dark Zero, and he still played on it actually. So it's a bit of fun trivia fact for you there, with a bit of code knowledge, which I probably got wrong. So just take everything with a grain of salt. Everything I say, you always take it with a grain of salt, because oh my god, actually, never mind Skies, not Pro League Skies, but Noetic Skies actually almost landing a really nice shot there, but. Smartly gonna rotate away. He's wasting a bit of time upstairs with only a minute left. A minute 30 left on the clock. Oh my god, but actually look at Zarok here. He's gonna see 2 people, but doesn't manage to land a single shot on either of them. Sorry, doesn't manage to light any of them up to a point of death on either of them. Why didn't I just say that he can't kill any of them? What's wrong with me? But I don't know why I didn't say that. But actually, Nego probably yellowing coming up, and he does get down by Hunter, leaving it back into his 4v4. But look at the position. Look at Splitt's position. But never mind, he does get drawn out as well. And Split has a nice, easy kill onto Skies there. And now it's a 4v3. But we've seen this position before. BLUEJAYS have the man advantage with 50 seconds left, and they still manage to lose a round. They play a game very classically. And also, Boyster has not been thrown down. He's still upstairs, and
you can't do this!
No, Hunter trades him up, and Boyster could have caused so much more damage if he just decided to be a bit more patient. And actually, Neko is gonna decide to be a bit more aggressive. You can see here, he's playing with a shotgun, and he could play with the close with his shotgun, but instead, I'm not exactly sure as we've gone, but yeah, he decided to go back to site. The exothermic charge comes out onto the hatch into that bottom CC area, but it looks like it's going to be a lobby drop. Yeah, it's going to be a lobby into wall drop actually, as exothermic charge goes up. But you got to remember, there's only 10 seconds left. This is going to have to be a really quick execute if you want to do this round. I mean, I'm not sure why he exactly did this, as Hunter picks up Hunter, as Neko picks up Spillers as well, leaving it all to the Neron with the diffuser. Not sure what he can do as he starts sprinting into side. I mean, that was a very questionable play from BLUEJAYS. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they all decided, 2 of them decided to just drop lobby hatch when they could have just gone for a kind of service take. Maybe they thought the smoke. Was the smoke alive? Or was it the mute? It was a mute alive, so there wasn't even any smoke grenades to worry about. There wasn't any maybe it's a few Maestro counts, but you can just shoot the Maestro count with your team. I'm just confused by the thought process. I mean,
it was just a bad execute. It was a great roam clear. They had so much on them, a 3v2. They had the diffuser. Everything was in play, but the execute, it just wasn't able to finalize. And I mean, 3 rounds in a row where BLUEJAYS should have won dominantly.
They had the man advantage all 3 rounds, and they managed to lose every single one of them, and that is not something you want to see. And if I was a BLUEJAYS analyst or coach, I would be polishing up those rounds, because they clearly have the first half of the round on lock. They know how to get the map control that they need. They're not the clear roamers, but when it comes down to the site execution and planting, they just seem to falter a little bit, as you can see, and end up losing those in crucial engagements.
Yep. And it really does. At the end of the day, it comes down to those 1v1s because people say 1v1s don't matter, but these 1v1s can be crucial, especially where even if it's a 4v4, there's always many 1v1s happening at once, and if you lose it, it can result in a round loss, and that's what's been happening, really. Blue Jays, they're finding all these early kills, but coming to the execute into these 1v8 situations where they just need to win their ones, and that's pretty much it. Winning your ones can just lead to more rounds, and that's what they need to focus on in the side of Blue Jays, because they don't need to focus on their roam clearing, they need to focus on their attacking strats.
I mean, it's just. I do agree with you. I think it's definitely a work in progress, but you can definitely see how Blue Jays are really good at that entry, and you can see Hunter proves that point. They're getting the initial pick onto Neko, one of the clutchers from last round. But again, I mean, I'm not really confident. Blue Jays always get the early pick, always have a man advantage, but still manage to throw away the round. And I won't be surprised if the same thing happens again. And look at that, Boister just pushes up from the main stairs and gets a kill onto Hunter. Not sure exactly what Hunter was looking, exposing himself to main stairs like that. Not really a good idea, as he does get traded out, and you can see that someone was trying to vertical play as the Jaeger of Neko managed to spot a leg of the Ashe. I'm pretty sure. He needs to be careful of how he peeks this. Oh my god, that free fire gets really close to the head.
That would have been a kill and a half if they got on the swing coming out from Boost. He's gonna find a triple kill. You can't make this one up. Kiddle's going to be able to find a refrag, but it's still the man advantage coming up the side. Noetic, but Boister, the aggression, the man of steel at it again with the LMG. Nothing stopping him. He's going to probably swing once more and hoping that he finds these kills. A great response by him, and critical Zarok left alive. They can clutch. We've seen them clutch against Castle Kings, and we can try and see them do it again. One member of Noetic running below, but the Valkyrie cams can just give another side to this Noetic defense. And Blue Jays, they can't make it 4-2 after all these close rounds.
Oh my god, Zarok getting off the drone at the perfect time and does manage to get the kill on the clutcher, leaving it back into a 2v2 with 45 seconds left. This round is still very doable for the team of Blue Jays to bring it into an even 3-3 split. They just have to... I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but Skies does get a Nitro Cell onto Zarok, leaving it all into the hands of Critical. And I mean, look at the defender, look at Boister. He's exactly aware of the advanced play. He can see the gun barrel even. That's how close they are, and he's just going to be holding this angle, and Skies a cheeky one-tap because of the exact positioning being known. That's going to be first of all, a very nice shot, and second of all, a nice solid round going out from Noetic, you know? An actual round where they had a man advantage and did not win from coming up from behind, which is always a good thing to see.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to see.
Yeah.
A good thing to see, and I mean, in my eyes, it should be 5-1. That last round, Noetic, as you just pointed out, they won it with strength. Boister, really the man of that round. The value player, the MVP of that round, and he was able to pull it out for Noetic. But as I said, it doesn't matter how close it gets. They've won the round, and they've won 4 of them. And Blue Jays, they are going to be on defense, and they really have something they need to show.
And at this point, I just got a feel for Blue Jays, who are getting so close to like finishing up these rounds, but they're lacking that one last crucial step, that one player to step up and help close out those very crucial rounds. And you can see it's paying back in the rounds that they're losing are just by an inch spread. You know, 2v2s, 1v1s, stuff like that. You know, you lost one because you ran out of time. You know, it's just a bit sad to see, because if they played something just a little bit different, they could be up 5-1 right now, which is incredibly insane to think about, right? You know, considering the score right now is 4-2 against them, and if they played each round a bit different, like the smallest thing different, they could be up like 5-1. So close to getting the rounds, but indeed, it's not about how close you get, it's about the result. And right now, the result is saying that Noetic is winning.
Yep, and I mean, they're just gonna have to take it right head on. They're just gonna have to move forward from this because they really don't have enough time of thinking about their mistakes in the past. They need to think about what they're gonna be doing in the future, and this future is gonna be them in their defense, which we have not seen yet. We are going to see now, and we're going to be going staff. No, I don't want to get the side wrong. Staff tellers, right? Is it staff tellers?
This is archives and tellers.
Archives and tellers. Thank you for correcting me. And Nego's gonna find a kill onto Hunter the Jaeger. He's the person you really want finding kills, but he's going to be found dead in the top floor, getting picked up by all these repelling angles, and still a roaming by Zarok, and actually can be broken for him to able to rotate. But I mean, it's looking like Noetic. After these 4 rounds, they found momentum, and this is where nothing stops them. And that being said, Nego finds a kill into critical, and now a 5v3. Nero needs to come back to site, as well as Zarok, and all they have to do is hope that this vertical play by Noetic doesn't end up completely bursting their eyeballs out, because if they I don't know, I'm trying to think of something. If they end up taking this vertical, BLUEJAYS is just left to sit there as sitting ducks. But Zarok, he's got aggression, he's still got some fire burning in him, and he's gonna find a kill onto Booster. Air jabs have been placed, so not as impactful as it would have been. Getting the breach with a minute left, that is very good play by Noetic, but I mean, it did really turn out on a double kill on these repelling angles. And said it already, the early start of the round can just really show the latest results of the round.
Oh, and you can see here that the pace, I mean, even though that Neron picks up the second killer, the pace of Noetic is already so much faster than what BLUEJAYS had set up. Even though they were getting in a good position, something that they needed to work on was the time management, because when they were attacking the side, they didn't even manage to get the bomb down until the last 3 seconds. And you can see the Maverick struggling a little bit here, a bit too far away from the wall, managed to finally open it up, but it's a 3v2 right now, and they're gonna have to make plays as Zarok and BLUEJAYS managed to get the first kill, as Neron picks up the second one, and Noetic here just unable to get the wall open due to impact checking, I'm pretty sure, from the Vigil, and then having to rely on the Maverick just to put a spanner in the works, making it unable for them to execute onto site and plant the bomb, because they just really wanted to plant on the breach, which is a much better angle because the doors are probably covered from the different like crossfire angles. What I was trying to say. So yeah, good hold from BLUEJAYS. Good hold from BLUEJAYS there. Good use of the impact grenades to impact check. And that's a solid start for a round that you want to win.
I mean, honestly, it was a good hold, but it was mainly a good roam, because we had the roam from Zarok. I forgot who was on the bandit. Please remind me, Jaeger. It was Zarok.
Neron, I got you.
Neron. They were getting behind the attackers, and again, lovely impact checking by... I'm so lost. There was lovely impact checking, which we didn't see from Noetic on the defense, and on bank, on above, trying to reach Scarlet Wall. So many impacts can be in the hands of defenders, which can just take out all of these exothermic charges.
Yeah, I would say this is the map that was originally the original impact checking map where the trick was discovered. There's just sheer amount of walls where you can open up above and throw an impact. So that's just another cool, fun tidbit that I had to share, which is nothing to do with this match, just nice information that if someone asks you something trivia of Siege, you can be like, oh, I know this. And that's something nice to know. But yeah,
5 seconds
like
left
I said,
before insertion.
Tips with Jaeger.
Small information. I mean, I don't like, one thing that I've noticed with the mute is you want to start placing them sideways as well, because you actually get more range when you place it sideways. I don't really understand it, but I saw it once and I saw the range and it makes sense to me, so I've been doing it ever since. But yeah, you can see that the roam actually in critical, he's gonna be trying to get on this chair, and maybe you're gonna be trying to get on the chair to get like an angle onto Sky's terminal. I'm not really sure exactly what he was trying to do, to be honest. But it looks like it's gonna be another vertical hold coming out from Zarok critical, and I was going to say Neron, but Zarok shuts me up with a nice kill onto Boyster because Sky trades him off. But you gotta still remember, there's 2 players left upstairs.
Dynamite at 4v3, BLUEJAYS, they have this man advantage, and all they need to do is hold onto it Critical and Neron both getting quite aggressive. And I mean, it's already been 50 seconds and 3 bodies are going to be found dead across the map. And it's looking like Noetic are going to have to force themselves through Skylight to take this vertical, because that is the most vital point when attacking these downstairs. Like, take vertical and eventually trying to find these members playing in sight. But I mean, no vertical play really. There's no breaching charges, there's no soft game. It's all Nago and Clutch really if they want to use these Hibanas or exothermic charges for soft breach, but it's mainly for getting the hatches. And we still have Critical and Neron both above. They're going to be trying to do something and forcing the members of Noetic somewhere else and not near the site. Oh,
Important kill there.
Critical.
Also, the Yanav's guy is someone who's known to clutch and being a good fragger in the series as a whole. The clutcher also goes down a bit all into Nago with a 1v4 clutch. His position is between off the lands a few shots, and this Echo can just afford to wait for his teammates while he just holds more of a passive angle here. As you can see, the Hunter has decided to rotate away, but the Hibana smartly also rotates upstairs, expecting someone to flank her from square, and she's just going to be just playing a bit more passive here. I'm not going to be surprised if he just starts baiting for kills or trying to save, because in this situation it becomes really difficult to decide. With 40 seconds left with UC gathers down, and never mind, the hatch was still open, which meant that Critical was holding this angle, just getting a nice kill. Nice shot.
And I mean, 1v4, a great defense by Blue Jays, holding above. They did not let any members of Noetic go past, and that repel game really went downhill from... Hello? Sorry, it's a management.
Production issues, don't worry.
Yeah, production issues. That repel really just went down from there, and I mean, even though the Blue Jays threw 4 rounds, they're tripping these up. Even though Noetic...
Squishy, do you see that?
What? Oh no, Zarok! Don't do that to me. Oh no, I'm so. I'm being trolled right now.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
What?
If you're seeing what I'm seeing.
The cab.
Yeah, the cab.
What, is that not a surprise to you?
It's a surprise. It's such a big surprise.
Is
You
that?
don't see the excitement in the voice. And I went, Squishy, look. Oh, but the drone.
I'm just
The reinforcing hatch. Oh no, he's gonna be exposed. No, rip.
That is quite unfortunate. But I mean, on bank, cav is just a no-brainer. Even if you know they have a cav, they can't do anything because bank is such a large, varied map, and there's so many places you can
She is going to
find.
be hunted down. There's no way in hell Noetic is gonna let. And with the knowledge that they have, that they know that the cav's in play, no way they're gonna let this happen.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb
The
and
thing
defuse
is
it.
as well, Zarok can potentially waste 3 minutes. He has the potential to waste the whole entire round and even take bodies with him. Suppressor as well.
Attackers have located
You
a
want to
bomb.
get any more toxic than that? Double suppressor with the silent step. I mean, you just can't beat. You just can't beat bank silence on Zarok. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, isn't it? But
It is a no-brainer. I mean, Noetic just gonna say Noetic just decide, you know what? I don't want to deal with the cav. I'm just gonna put a nomad trap on the flank, and we're gonna go for a very default kind of take, which is a very, very, very default strat. If you know, you know. The old bank. This is how you used to put your butt behind. And Neron actually gets some skies as well. And
they're getting the plant down. Oh,
the Echo Drone though comes out just in time. Gets the first one. Doesn't manage to get the second one. No, but the diffuser does manage to not go down. Actually, as the Echo Drone gets the second spot, but Nago does straight on onto Critical, which leaves it all into the hands of this Cav. Actually, upstairs was in such a good position. She can be the difference maker here, to be honest. But she's not really doing anything. She's not going to be looking at the stairs, and I think she might go in a second here. The flashes actually do come out. And it is actually a 4v3. The attackers have managed to get the bomb down, and they're in a pretty good postman situation, I would say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 4v2 now because the kill coming out from Oyster. It's gonna be a lovely kill from Zarok as well, and Nago's Zarok's gonna find it done, but it's gonna be a kill from Nago to like that. Up and now a 1v2, but it's being fired. Zarok getting the bad end of that 50-50, and that Cav game really did go well, and a lovely attacking round. He can't do much of the time. Just gonna slow him down as Naquo finds that last kill, and the spike in the garage from the Hibana. It was just, it fell down from there. The behind the kills coming out inside Noetic, and quite sad that we didn't get to see the full Cav experience.
I mean,
It's quite
if you're in
disappointing.
that position, right? You might as well just go for it. Okay, never mind. She's just sticking at this point. You know what? Zarok is like, you know what? You know I'm gonna play Cav. I don't care. I'm gonna play Cav. If you want to hunt me down.
Zarok's just showing it. He's just going for it. He wants
This is a
to play
challenge.
Cav.
You know what this is? This is a challenge. It's a challenge to Noetic to say, I'm a Cav, come hunt me down. That's the message that's being sent.
Wait, what was that, Trippin?
According
Attackers need to
Oh my,
locate and defuse
okay.
bombs.
According to production, if Zarok gets an interrogation, £10 are going to be transferred to his bank account. So you know, production has no faith in Zarok to get an interrogation because there's no way that money would be offered if there was any real chance of Zarok getting an interrogation. But I mean, I just like the fact that he just balls out. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna play Cav. You know, if you want to hunt me down. You know, it is what it is. And it's a very alpha move, I would say. I don't know about you, but I think
10
it's a
seconds to
very
go.
it's a very alpha move to go back to a Cav
5
once you've been
seconds to
figured
go.
out once. It's like, yeah, I know that you know I'm playing Cav. I don't care. I'm gonna keep
Attackers' objective is to
And,
defuse a bomb.
I just think it's really funny, to be honest.
He's 12 and 6 as well, so pulling out Cav won't be the worst of ideas, but alongside Cav, we do have Pulse as well, just giving more intel for... Now, he does take the silencer off. Which does make me a bit more happy, because silencer on Cav is just overall a bit toxic in my eyes. I don't know if you see it like that, but silencer on the main weapon on Cav is just gonna be annoying for them to deal with.
Hold up.
I mean, £10 is on the line right now, Trippin. You don't want this happening.
No.
Oyster.
No, he's been spotted. Oh god, he's gonna die any second now. It's over for him. Someone's flanking him. It's actually done for him out here. Actually, no. Wait, no. Oh, no one's not looking.
Oh! Interrogation!
Oh my god, Boyster getting interrogated. £10 to Zarok's bank account. You heard it from production right here. Actually doesn't get the second one. I thought they cheated for a second, but sure. I am just so proud that happened. Explain.
Oh, it's so unfortunate they got taken out and couldn't get the second one, but I mean, a 3v3
That was
mattress.
insane.
That was insane, and £10 is going to be transferred into his bank account after this game, because a deal is a deal, Trippin. You better be keeping that one. He's so
You should type it
silent
in
now.
chat as well. Give a bit of
Just type in
motivation.
chat, type in chat. But I mean, either way, a
yeah.
3v3, 1 minute 30 left. They've cleared the roamers, and all is left to breach these hatches and to execute the site.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but the castle was playing with a shotgun, which was something I was gonna point out before the entire Cav debacle happened. And I thought the Nomad saw the Cav because she turned around. You saw her turn around, and then she just turned away. And I was just so confused because I'm like, she knows the Cav is there. Why did she turn away? But you know, Neko from Noetic does manage to push into side. Actually, drops the hatch, gets one, gets the second one actually before getting turning off. Spliz managing to finally shut him down in a 1v2 situation as Echo with 50 seconds left. Clutcher's on a very little amount of HP, and Echo Drone's actually inside. Actually, Spills get the second one as well, leaving it into a 1v1. It's Clutcher versus Spliz. Both of them are on about the same amount of HP. Spliz gonna go for some pre-fires. Did he manage to get the thermite? Yes, he does. No, actually he doesn't. Clutcher managed to land his shots because Echo misses his shots. Actually, you can see there in the last few seconds. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Echo, but Clutcher doing what he does, clutching.
I mean, it's his middle name at this point. He
It
does
is.
find that kill. He does find one, but just a bit of the whiffage coming in this side.
How did the interrogation happen? Whoa,
I mean-
I'm still starstruck about that. I'm like,
can we just have Trippin type in chat right now?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Jelly! He's
Well,
hiding!
Zarok, you have won £10, even though
£10.
even if you don't win this tournament, you still come away with a dub.
£10.
So
Well done. A round of applause for Zarok. He's still going Cav. He is still going Cav. So, I mean,
Such an
another
alpha move.
£10 could be on the line.
another £10.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Production has declined
Wait.
the second £10.
No, I think I had something different. I think that was 20 pounds
Attackers have
coming
secured the
down
location of a bomb.
from. Wait,
Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah, yeah. £100.
No,
If
am I
Zarek-
hearing that correctly? If he gets an interrogation, he will get all the prize money?
What? He gets a grand?
He gets 5,000?
Guys, we're not lying. I promise we're not. Me and Jaeger would never lie. We would never do that.
Production can't do anything about it. They can't be heard on stream.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Exactly.
This is just so fun to do with this Jaeger, and
It is very fun, isn't
he's
it?
still going Cav, and you just gotta respect it. And it's now all the prize money on the line if he gets the interrogation.
I mean, like, let's get a bit more serious for a second here. It's just 6 for match point, alright? Noetic are on the match point, which honestly I didn't even realize until right now. Blue Jays can't afford to make any more mistakes. This is match point, series point. Any more rounds they lose, they will lose this tournament and lose the money for first place and lose their position in first place. And that is a hard thing to take in, you know. We've had such a long ride, and the fact that this one round could be the very last one we're casting is a bit scary. But Zarok has, if anything he has to say about it, he's gonna wallbang someone, I'm pretty sure, through that wall and kill someone. So, you know, he's doing Zarok things. The Sky picks up a trade onto Neron, doing it back into a 4v4. But Blue being down, actually critical jumps out, gets a kill onto Skies, and he's gonna try to rotate all the way back into main lobby. But you can see the Hibana here is ready for it. Nego not gonna be doing much. Jaeger not gonna be aware of it actually. Actually, maybe he is. No, he's not. Nego gets a free kill, but Hunter trades onto Booster, so doing it back into a 3v2 actually. Clutcher and Nego. Nego's position revealed because Jaeger has just called it out, and the Clutcher's position also probably revealed because someone is top scare. And the timing of that is unbelievable. Clutcher looks away at the moment the Cav peeks out, and now the Cav actually has a chance to go in an interrogation. But does it happen? No. Clutcher managed to finish it off, and I was really scared for a second at the second potential interrogation.
Trippin was shaking. Trippin, all the money was on the line for that one, and your lucky Clutcher did find that kill, but it's still going to be a 2v2 with 1 minute remaining. Clutcher and Nego, both of these hardspot players still have potential to reach these hatches, which is exactly what they're going to be doing. Both Thermite and Hibana playing together. Hunter is low, but I mean, Blue Jays, they cannot afford to make a mistake in these dying last rounds for them, as we do see Clutcher trying to unangle, trying to pick up one or either of these players, and Echo's still in place. So if they do try and go for a plant Jaeger, they're able to use these Echo drones to their advantage.
Also, you can see that Nego drones out one of the players. He knows exactly what the Echo is playing. So as long as if he figures out where this mute of Hunter playing the location they're playing, then this becomes a much better round. But as the time tick down with only 25 seconds left, Hunter picks up Clutcher, leaves it on to Nego. Now Nego knows where both the players are. The yellow players are coming out. The one tap actually fails because he hits the shoulder apparently. Hunter is on such little HP with 15 seconds left. He does manage to actually get the first kill, but Hunter smartly gets a refrag there at the perfect time. He was on very low HP, and if he didn't swing that or wasn't holding that angle, he actually might have lost that gunfight. But good job for Hunter. Keeps his team in the game and in the map and in the series, in the contention to maybe still get first place, as fleeting as that may seem.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter could have potentially saved, could have gave him the whole title, but we're not there just yet, as match point's still on the line, and it's still going to be another defensive round, and it's going to be back in CEO, and hopefully they're able to win it to make it overtime match point.
True, and you can see Zarok has gone off the Cav, so no more trolling for him. He's gone down to the Alibi with a much higher fire rate weapon, which is highly advised when you're trying to hit those headshots and get large kills. It's a really high fire rate gun, and high fire rate gun equals a lot of free kills. And the Mira as well, I'm going to be curious to see where she puts the Mira windows, because I know the old Mira setup from before the bank was slightly bigger. I'm going to be interested to see where she puts the new ones. Usually I expect one to be on meeting, but I have no clue where the second one's going to be going here. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere on the second. I guess we'll figure it out. Yeah, one of the things does go on meeting, I'm pretty sure I see that wall. So the alibi
10 seconds left.
knifing the wall, make sure the paintings are down because those are the most important things. And the
5
mute
seconds
jammers
to go.
are also gonna go out on these walls in case the Hibana tries to do what
Attackers must locate
the other
and
Hibana
defuse
from
the
the
bomb.
BLUEJAYS tried to do. Can't remember the name exactly who was playing it, but with those mute jammers on the wall, it should limit the amount of lines of sight that they can get.
Yeah, and opening. I mean, wait. My words have just completely jumbled. I was gonna say opening like lines of sight from the meeting table to trade room with the mirror there as well could affect that, but it doesn't matter because Zarok still finds a kill into Neko, and again it just gives more momentum to BLUEJAYS because no mistakes can be afforded, Jaeger. If they lose this, they lose the chance to get the Champion Series title. But it's most likely going to be one of the players from Noetic trying to get the refrag as well, and looking like a main lobby push. So many chances for Zark to find a kill. When talking about those chances, he's going to be taking one with him as Neko is going to be taken down, and both Neko N1 and N2 are going to be taken down. It's going to be Hunter's support. Oh my Jesus! Hunter!
Doing that, stop it.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. That
Stop
serves
it right
all the
now.
prize money. That serves all the prize money.
Okay, I don't know about that one. I don't
That
think
serves
Clutch
all
should
the
agree to that
prize
one.
money. Trippin,
I don't
oh,
think
was
Clutch
that,
should agree to that
wait,
one.
Wait, G, was that Trippin saying that will give him £100 if they win this
Okay,
round?
okay. You know what? I'll give Tribune a break. That is a lie. That is a flat out lie. I will be honest. But that is an incredible shot on Thunder. All credit to him. So skillful. But Boister not ready to let this round go just yet. Picks up a trade and brings it back into 2v4 into this kind of clutching distance. If he manages to get the next pick, this round looks more than doable now. But and also considering how spread out the team of BLUEJAYS are playing, it does seem doable. But you gotta remember there's a mirror window onto this conference wall that watches into this janitor room, and it with the yellow pings coming out due to the Valkyrie count, it looks more and more not doable. Especially considering that I'm not sure if there's any wall denial on the wall, and if there is no wall denial, he does get the wall open, but impact checks actually do come out, which is horrible because you can't get the wall open, and with 40 seconds left, one more exclamation charge, you have one more impact in there, and impact check comes out, and that is actually never mind, that's not the end because it's placed just about low enough that the impact check doesn't manage to do anything, but Hunter cleans up the round, kills Boister, leaves it all onto the hand of Clutcher in a 1v4. With 20 seconds left, I don't see there's much he can do, Squishy.
I mean, this is not what you can do in this scenario. 15 seconds left. We might be able to find one. He's going to whiff his bullets as Zarok is going to tank down to 50 HP, but a lovely swing by him and a triple kill by Zarok to end that out. And I just want to... We don't have replays, but I really want everyone to just in your mind rewatch that one tap by Hunter.
That was incredible. How do you even find stuff like that? Like that is beyond coconut, bro. Like how do you even find like angles like what? Like explain to me. Like how do you just randomly come across? Oh, if I can stand here at this position and crouch and look at this perfect angle, I can get a pixel perfect lineup onto their head when they walk in here, so I can one tap. Like who finds these things? I need to know. Like they need to be telling me how to get free kills like that because oh my god.
I mean, it's just the hype is building up.
Defenders
True,
protect
and
your bombs from
overtime.
being used by attackers.
The overtime, the one tap, the Kavira is now out 17
Attackers
kills
have
by
located a
Zarok.
bomb.
Ever since he got that 10 quid, he's been popping off, you know.
It's just building up. All together.
He is aiming for that kill record, which I don't know what it is, but I'm sure he is getting somewhat close to it at this point. Right now the kill record is 23, which means this is actually very doable. If he gets 6 kills in these next 2 to 3 rounds, that will put him
5
in
seconds
the
left
kill
before
record,
insertion.
which is very, very, very impressive.
Just
Attackers
calculating.
objective is to defuse
Yeah, I
the
think
bomb.
that's true. Just calculating my brain right there, just sitting here like a piece, just thinking of it by myself. But either way, overtime is on the line. Kavira is going to be out as well as Pulse. Hopefully some lovely players are going to be spotted out, and it's already going to be some repelling because we've seen a lot of repelling plays by Noetic, especially Blue Jays as well, but Noetic especially trying to find these first kills. But again, Zarok, 18 kills and Booster not having the best of games. Bank does not seem to be his. It just doesn't seem to be his cup of tea. But Neko, it might be his cup of tea as he finds Neron taking down the Mozzie, which is, I believe, a C4 gone down, and now a 4v4, 66 left. All these frags are going so quickly, and it might be another one for Zerok. Finding his level of help, but Skies is going to be ready for it. He just stop shooting.
Okay, he does get killed eventually. I'm sure maybe, okay. In his defense, I'm sure he just thought he killed him and stopped shooting, because I do that a lot where I think I hit someone in the head and I stop shooting and they're not actually dead, and then I die and then I mauled and I ult for. So it has happened to everyone before, I can say, but it is looking good for the team of Noetic. You know, they have their man advantage, and the most important player on the side of BLUEJAYS, Zarok, is dead. But you gotta still remember, Hunter is still online, and even though Zarok has 18 kills, Hunter is still on 14 as well. So if you want to win this round, they gotta take down another heavyweight who is still alive in this round for the side of BLUEJAYS. And I'm just gonna, I mean, the vertical play is coming out, so there is stuff being worked on right now. The site is open area, and the last time that BLUEJAYS went open area, they won it in a 2v2 clutch, which turned into a 1v1 actually by Hunter, I'm pretty sure. So there's a few things that needs to be addressed here, a few check marks before they can start executing on the site. They need to thermite the wall, open up above, make sure no one else is clearing, but they also have to remember that the Pulse is sitting in that corner and feeding them all the information that they need. My sure cam goes brrr. And also his glasses go. But yeah,
You're tripping. You're tripping.
I am not. No, I'm not tripping.
I mean, I just take it. Just shut out, all right? I mean, BLUEJAYS need to find a 5 to utilize the scoreboard. It is 4 versus 3, and it keeps like this. It's gonna turn out like last time because these early frags keep coming out. Swings by Skies. He's gonna be able to make it a 2v4, but now it's gonna be triple kill by Neko, and Neko to end the double. A 1v4 stuck in a singular room, and very difficult for that clutch to end up. And 7-6 in the favor of Noetic. They cannot afford to make one mistake. They cannot afford to lose one man. They cannot afford to lose.
They can't afford to lose one man. They just can't afford to lose this one round.
They can't lose one man. They need.
I mean, it depends on the man. If the man is Zarok, they cannot. But if it But I just wanted to just point out that the excellent uses of flash grenades by Noetic there. As you know, the flash grenades have gotten a significant buff in the last patch, and just throwing a bunch of them there and just getting guaranteed kill, it's just a good use of utility there, you know, which is a big plus mark from Noetic, which I haven't really been seeing much this game. This game just seemed like so much of a frag fest that we haven't had time to appreciate some of the strats and utility that these teams have been putting up, because we've been seeing Zarok on Ashe and Cav and Alibi, okay? I don't know how much strategy it takes when you play Alibi and Cav, because believe me, that there are some strats on Alibi, but I have seen no strats involving a Cav, especially, maybe on Bank now actually, so I'm gonna take that back. Excluding Bank, I haven't seen any strategies including them, but I'm gonna start, before I start waffling on about something intangible, let's just get things out of the way. BLUEJAYS back on this match point. They can't afford to lose any more rounds. They need to win this, and you can see here the tried and trusted Ella shotgun on blue stair strategy. Before Bank was taken out of the map pool, this was a strategy that everyone used when they were defending downstairs. It was so strong, especially considering the old Jaeger, and now with Jemai as well. It has just so much potential, and almost keeps coming up. But Squishy, have you ever seen this strat before?
Have I ever? I mean, have I ever? That's a real question. Have I ever even lived before? Whoa, it's going on.
Ooh.
No, I haven't.
Let me rephrase. Have you seen?
No.
Okay, well, you're about to see it in action right now. I'm not gonna cast this cursing. He's gonna get an ace from the staircase, and you're gonna see how amazing that was.
All right. I will do that, and I'm hoping this caster curse does not take place right now. It hopefully is good, Jaeger. I'm not taking your word for a near wallbang by Zero, but Skies confirms a kill to Spliss, and hopefully we're able to open the members of the Blue Jays up, and another kill coming up from Nego, and it might just be the end for Blue Jays as Boister finds a lovely one tap onto critical. And the 2v5 overtime match point. They lost these 3 people so early, and it's gonna be difficult if they wanna have a chance of getting back. And Sky is gonna be caught off guard, as well as Neron. Boister is just gonna end it here, and a lovely shot by Nego, and GG's in chat. And Noetic win
Champions.
the title of the Champion Series in a 3-0 map deficit. Woo!
Clean 3-0 sweep. And to be honest, you know, it started off with a 7-1, then it went 7-3, and now it was 8-6. So maybe if there was a 4th game, it would have actually gone to Blue Jays because of how it was progressing. So you see that? Like the progression of rounds.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Noetic win! Booster!
Woo! Okay, joking aside, huge congratulations to Noetic on their last season of this and their last dance in the Talent League. They have managed to win their 4th successive title in a row for the Champion Series. They're a very successful team and a very skilled team, and we look forward to seeing them play their siege in whatever the future holds for them. You know, they're a very strong team, and we from Talent League just want to send our big love and support to them for being such a huge part of Talent League the past few seasons. And we wish them the best of luck for what comes ahead. I mean, production. I mean, technically the same thing. Do we have an interview lined up, actually? Because I'm not...
Both teams.
Okay, we will have an interview with both teams, so we will get a chance to ask them a few questions. I mean, Squishy, before they actually come in, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about these?
Nothing? No. I mean, from both teams, we've seen Noetic face off. But I do want to ask what Noetic are going to be looking into the future, because Talent League is not going to be it, and I think it might be T3 to Jason. Not too sure.
I mean, they might be I won't be surprised if they, go for Challenger League and stuff. They definitely do have the potential. And
I think they have the age as well now. I mean, I don't know about it, but
I don't know about the details, but I don't know about the details of why they're leaving or the reason. So I'm not gonna. I think it's best we don't cover that. We just ask about the plans ahead, and we wait for them to come on. Just waiting on someone to join the interview room. It's taking a little bit, so we do apologize, and we hope we can be a bit more patient while we get him. But yeah, we have Booster.
Booster.
Your favorite guy, Squishy. Your favorite guy.
Yo, what's up?
Booster, your Champion Series title winner for the 4th time in a row.
Yep.
I mean, first of all, congratulations, and this is the 4th one. I'm not sure how many seasons you've actually been here. Is it 1? I thought, or 2? I'm not really sure, but congratulations nonetheless, because this was your last dance. Noetic is no longer going to be in Talent League next season.
Mm-hmm.
So, first question on the minds of everyone watching: what's next for Team Noetic? What is the next step? You finished Talent League, you've conquered it, you've won it 4 seasons in a row. What is your next step? What are you doing next? What's the plan? The plan?
Yeah. Like we try to aim on the GSA.
Yeah.
Or the French League. We will see how goes, how worked well. But yeah, we actually aim the national. For us, we have the level 4 going national, so we aim for.
I mean, that is a very high goal, and we at Talent League support you, and we do believe you can do it. You're a very amazing and skilled team, as
Thanks.
all the people can edit and vouch to watch the stream. And I have no doubt that with a bit more tweaking and a lot more practice, you can get into those leagues. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
And I mean, Boyster, I was here with you from the beginning. You went from the first ever game which I saw you, which was Cafe, Ignite Esports, and now you're in the Champion Series title winner, Team Noetic, and I mean, you are dominant. 3-0. Did not even go to the fourth map. 3-0, dominant as a team. And Boyster, you weren't the latest player in that roster, and you fitted in perfectly. And I'm so happy for you and the fact that you won the Champion Series title. And I'm hyped.
I can feel
7-1,
it.
7-3. But I mean, wasn't the map 5, which everyone wants, but it was a great win by them. And being Jaeger in this VC for nearly 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours now. But either way, it was amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay, Squishy. Okay, we're going too far. We gotta ask questions, right?
I'm just
You're
so
hyped, I
hyped.
know, but we gotta ask questions. We gotta.
Yeah.
We can fight again. Okay, sorry. I had a few questions thought up. All right, so let's just start before the games. Did you expect Blue Jays to be your opponent in the finals? Right, this is my first question. Okay, because Blue Jays obviously an underdog team from the minor league.
Yeah.
So it was just from your point of view as Noetic, the title champions, who did you expect you would come against in this final? I guess you can say finals.
We expect Blue Jays actually. Like when we saw the demi-final against, I don't remember the name of the other team. Sorry.
Castle Kings.
Yeah, we expect Blue Jays to play because they play well against them. But we don't like what I said the last time. We don't even care about which team we play against in final because we know we are ready for the final. We know we play well on maps. We actually just say a little thing like we are very surprised of the level on Blue Jays in bank. Like we are actually not ready. But they play well in bank, but not enough, I guess, for us.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask about bank and saying that compared to you, have you had enough time to practice your scrims? Practice your strats on bank and get everything done because it is still quite new in the competitive map pool return, right?
Yeah, we got enough time for prepare every map. Yeah, we got for the talenting we got even enough time. But yeah, bank we actually don't play it that much. Just many on the very first time, but not that much. But yeah, we got enough time, I think.
All right. Well, there's a lot of questions on us, but I'll try to keep them short. So I'll try to keep 1 or 2 questions per map because I know there's a best of 5. But on Oregon, there was so much aggression from your team. Running out, spawn peaks, jump out. So was this like trying to tilt the enemy team? Was it just because you were just feeling yourselves? Was it just because you just thought they wouldn't kill you? Like, what was the thought process behind that?
Like in Oregon, like we try to like play the best aggressive play for just not really tilt them, but just like they don't get enough time for be ready for the setup, for the plant, etc. We actually just don't want them to be ready.
You definitely.
And I think that worked. Taking gunfights before. I think I swear me and Squishy were talking about this as well. That all the action was happening so far away from site, and by the time they were ready to come to site, it was like down to a 2v2 and 3v3s, which just makes it a bit more difficult as an attacker because you have less manpower. So if that was a strat, it worked almost perfectly. Another thing from Oregon I wanted to just ask was about your wait. Okay, I've had a howler. I can't remember the question. So okay, Squishy, take over, please.
I mean, I do have another question going. I do have another question, right? My mind is frozen as well, just as Jaeger has. But when you realized you were facing Blue Jays, did you expect such a dominant game? Because I generally thought like maybe it would have been like, oh, it's just Blue Jays minor league, whatever. We're the champions. We're just gonna win again. 7-0, 7-0, 7-0. I mean, it was 7-1, 7-3. But did you think it was gonna have that kind of outcome?
For us, like to be honest, like that we know that will be not really hard to beat them. But like I say, in Bang they play very well. I guess they actually maybe saw the how do we play Bang the last time. So I think they be ready a little bit for how do we play. But I think that for us that will be that's not really hard to beat them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't remember the question for Oregon, so I'm just gonna skip over it.
No,
it's fine. It's fine. So I'm just gonna ask this about going back a bit more about the map picks. Were you surprised by the maps that they picked? I mean, you picked Villa, right? And
Yeah.
so and as I think everyone here knows, you're a very very dominant team on Villa, and the fact
Mhm.
that in the bans they had banned Goyo as like a target ban because it's a very apparently from what I've heard it's like a really hard target ban on for your team, right? When you ban the Goyo. So how did that really affect your game?
That affect like a couple of setup, but we have like all the strat be ready without Goyo, without smoke. We have strat when default ban are on, but
Mhm.
yeah, that not affect that much. Actually, we actually saw it on the score, but yeah.
Okay, well, it's good to know. You know, you're always ready for different kind of things. And finally, just want to end it off with what do you think? You know, how has your experience been? You know, it's all about the game, but how have you felt is fitting into this new team and gelling really well and coming to this position now where you're gonna go for higher leagues as a GSA and a French league, like you said.
Yeah, obviously we are hyped because like I know that I have a good teammate, we have a good staff, good org, like we are very in good situation. So yeah, like everything's going well, and yeah, we actually be ready for the JSA.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you participating and
Same.
definitely entering GSA. And my final question, Squishy, do you have any more? Actually,
I mean, I don't have any questions. I'm just so hyped and I'm
hyped
so
about
happy
yeah.
that
Yeah.
like
We're gonna calm it
yeah,
down a
that
bit. We
you
have one more
that
interview
you
still.
but no, but
Okay.
like also like you've reached the limit of Talent League. You've won it 4 times, and now you're moving on to a different league from like Challenger League and French Nationals. From Talent League to French Nationals, it just shows you the amount of like how much you've improved the connection within your team, and you've only been there for even a month and a bit. Not too sure about that. And you've gone from
Around.
Talent League T4 to French. You're aiming for French nationals, and that just shows that
It is
whatever
amazing.
whatever team you are, you can go far. Especially you need the age of 18, and I'm obviously not there, but you go far, and you've definitely proved it today. Boyster, send me your sense, send me
Again,
your FFO. I want to know your keyboard.
Again.
I want to know
So let me know
everything.
everything. Send me your keyboard. Send me your mouse. send me what height you are. Wait, that's not important.
Yeah,
But
no.
all jokes aside, finally, what do you have to say to all your fans watching at home, all your staff, and all the people who have helped you along the way?
Like actually defaulting. Thanks for the support. We know that Blue Jays have like many supporters, but yeah, thanks for the support of every like friend we have, fan of us, extra like that hype, the squishy hype as well help us obviously. But yeah, thanks for the
Very
support.
good, yeah. Yeah, well, congratulations once again, Boyster. Looking forward to seeing you to bigger and better things, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy your title win.
Yeah, thank you, boys. Thank you.
Enjoy your title.
Yes.
You deserve it, Boyster.
Thanks. See ya, boys.
Yeah.
Well, we've heard from Boyster, and now Blue Jays KO Colin, the man himself. Hello, KO Colin. How are you doing today, sir?
Cheers, lads. I'm fine.
Yeah,
Doing
Squishy, I think you
fine.
should tone down the hype a bit. You know, they just lost. So
Everything's fine, mate. Everything's fine.
yeah. I mean, okay, first of all, it must be devastating, right? As a team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is my time to shine.
All right, go ahead.
My time to
I'm all
shine.
yours. Go ahead. You got
Right.
this.
KO. I'm doing a really emotional speech here. KO. Got so far with minor league to Champion Series finals, and you blew it.
What's the question?
That's it. There's no question.
There's no question. That's just mean. Squishy. Okay,
No.
well, I'll take over. Squishy, yeah.
No. On a serious note, like, how do you feel after that? Because obviously, you were facing off against Noetic. They've been the champions for four times now, 4 seasons, which is just going to be emphasized all the time. And you were a minor league team going into this Champion Series final, which was such a big step for you guys. Probably, I just want to know how you're feeling after that as a minor league team, nearly losing or nearly winning against such a great team just on bank.
It's really hard to tell. I'm on the one side, I'm really disappointed because we fight so well. That was not a great map pick of ours. We know Villa would be a hard step for us. On the other side, I'm really proud on the team. We are since 15th games undefeated. And now we lost against Noetic, the 4-time champions of the season, who was always also undefeated 9 games in a row. And yeah, it's a weird feeling.
I mean, first of all, just want to say, big congratulations for coming second place. You're a team that has
Amazing.
qualified from minor league to beating the second seed in Talent League Major, right? That is a huge accomplishment. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Even if you lost this finals, you'll be a major force in this upcoming season, and I won't be surprised to see you picking up that first, second, or third place next season. So, first of all, I just want to say huge congratulations and a round of applause for that, because that is a huge, huge accomplishment, right?
Thank you.
All right, now let me just get a bit more analytical in the game, which I just want a few questions. So obviously, you said you weren't really happy with the map picks because you knew they were gonna go to Villa because it's one of the stronger maps. So going into that map, what was the strat? Did you know you were going to have a hard game? Did you expect to lose? What was like the game plan going into it? Because it started off really well, a flawless round, and then it kind of went downhill from there, didn't it?
We was a little bit surprised because of the flawless round, but before the game started, we said we're going to the finals. We are the winner of all hearts to now, and everything what comes next is special for us. It's just experience. It was amazing to play. We fight very well in the games we lost. But we was surprised how they played and how strong they played, how fast and aggressive they played on Villa and Oregon. It was a different play style as before in the league. So we expected that we lose Villa and just go to the next map. So
I mean,
that was Oregon, and we lost as well. That was a little bit frustrating. Yeah.
I mean, we just had an interview with them, right? And what they had told us was what their plan in Oregon was to try to take gunfights and corner your players before they could get in a position to plant the bomb, taking these fights away from the site. So this makes it harder for them to, execute on the site and get into a position to plant the bomb. And it kind of worked, right? Because it did, and it gives you the experience now that this is a kind of playstyle that also exists in Siege where people just want to be really aggressive. So if anything, it's just really good experience. I would say, right?
Yeah, and just to add on to that point, facing off against Noetic, which is now aiming for French nationals, I believe you're staying in Talent League, aren't you, for next season? Sign up. They start tomorrow at 8 p.m. Now you have this experience, and you can really move on from this, and then hopefully next season get into the Champions Series again and maybe win it. And with all these experience which you've just learned, even though you lost, you've gained so much from these 3 maps: Villa, Oregon, and Bank. And honestly, Noetic, they're gone. They're moving on. You're runners up, and next season, hopefully, you can bring the title of the Talent League champions. But I mean, that's all for next season, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we beat the 3rd and 2nd place of the Major League as well, so everything is possible. Everything is possible next season.
I mean, technically, by process of elimination, that makes you the top seed now because Noetic left, right? Because you beat the other teams. So it is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be an interesting season coming up for you because it will be your first in Major League. And that is a talk for another time. Let's just continue on with the questions of the game because I'm going to get sidetracked and then we're going to be here for like an hour. So I'll try to wrap this up and keep this as short as possible. I mean, on especially the bans coming out, there seem to be a lot of target bans and not just standard bans. So did you really think that these target bans kind of helped you play in the kind of way that you wanted to play and like make sure the players that you were target banning not perform as well as they were previously?
It's hard to say. Villa was the Goyo really a target ban.
Yeah.
Because we know how they play with Goyo, and that would be really hard for us to fight against them.
Mhm.
I mean, it was really hard to fight against them as well, so it doesn't care what I say. But on the other maps, it was comfort ban, no
Yeah.
target bans.
Was the Jackal a
Directly.
comfort ban? I'm kind of just
Yes.
curious.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, finally, I'm not going to take much of your time. This is the last question. It's going to be about Bank. And when we talked to Noetic's booster, he said that they've scrimmed Bank a little bit, a fair bit, but it's not one of their go-to maps. And what they said, they complimented you because they said you were really good on Bank,
Yeah.
and it should be it's one of your best maps. Basically, that's what they had said. So, I mean, just want to say how do you respond to this? Like.
The only thing I can say about Bank is, and what Noetic said, we played Bank the 5th time. So we didn't scrim them much, we didn't practice this much. It's my favorite map. So I really know it since the first day I play Siege. But we didn't have the chance to practice it often. I'm surprised how well it works till now. And thanks for the great words from Noetic. I really appreciate it, and the team as well. So we have to train hard for the next season. We have to gain a lot more of experience to play against much more better teams than we face now. Yeah. So.
All right. Okay. No. Okay. Final. I was debating to ask this or not, but yeah. Finally, very finally. Oh my god. Okay, I forgot. I did the thing say again. Okay, I'm so hyperbrain right now, and I'm really tired. I just forgot what I was gonna ask yet again because there's a lot of questions that I was thinking of asking. But basically, all I'm going to end off with saying is, once again, congratulations on your second place finish. It really is amazing from a team that is just entered Major League to come in second place in a championship series against some of the very big dogs who've been already in this league. So once again, a big, huge congratulations to you, your staff, as well as your players. Don't feel too demoralized. I mean, I don't think you do. I think you all feel pretty proud of yourselves here. So I don't even think I need to say that. And I'm looking forward to the kind of seeds that they're going to be playing for us in the next coming season. And very finally, it's just that very, very finally, anything you have to say to your staff, to your fans, and to your players.
Yes. Can I say it in German?
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead. This is your platform.
Oh yeah.
Jungs, das war eine grandiose Minor League Season für uns. Das Ende war jetzt natürlich nicht so ganz nice. Danke auf jeden Fall an den Staff-Bereich, den ich hinter mir hatte. Danke an die Teams, die eigentlich wirklich alles gemacht haben, um sich weiterzuentwickeln als Spieler. Danke für das neue Main-Team, was uns auch in Scrims oft geholfen hat. Danke an die Orga, danke an Sascha, auch an dich, dass du an uns festgehalten hast, auch wenn es mal schlechter lief. Danke an den extrem krassen Support im Chat, den wir die letzten Tage erfahren durften und die ganzen lieben, netten Worte, die ich privat erhalten habe. Es war extrem krass, so eine Erfahrung zu machen, dass wirklich der Chat nur mit uns voll war, mit unseren Emotes, mit unseren Jungs, mit unserer Fanbase hinter uns. Super Experience für uns und danke auf jeden Fall. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, KO Colin, and enjoy your night. A huge performance to be proud of again, and yeah, we'll see you very soon in the next season.
Yes, thank you guys.
See you
Have
soon.
a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I mean, if I was right, I think he was like thanking his org and loads of people with like Donka. If my German's right, I mean, I don't know about German, but yeah, I think hopefully I'm right. But I mean, Noetic, Blue Jays, the final of the Champion Series, and Noetic, GG, take that win. And 3 maps. I mean, a round of applause for both teams, runners up, and also to third place winners, Bro Sports, because Castle to forfeit to 4th place, and they're the top. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that yesterday, but before we end that league
Mhm.
stream,
Don't forget about
don't forget the sign-ups for tomorrow, which open
exactly
at
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
CEST. Invite
CEST.
Open Series qualifiers. Sign up with your team for 2 weeks straight. Sign-ups close on 10th at midnight. It'll be amazing. Just do it. It'll be just do it. You know, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Make a siege team, even if it's bronze. I'm sure you'll make it through. You probably won't, but it'll be fun anyway. It's a good experience.
Yeah,
All right.
it's always good. And I
Always
mean,
good fun.
that ends it here, folks. Me and Jaeger
Yep.
being your jolly good cast today.
For most of it, I think I was
For
kind of
most of
out
it.
for the second map, but I
Yeah,
had a Red Bull here, and I think I've kind of revived myself a little bit. So
And with that, we end it here. Thank you for tripping, Jellyman behind the screen.
all the production teams, you
all
know,
the production.
don't forget,
everyone
not just
in the
Trippin,
back.
Epsilon as well for all the other
Yep.
games that Trippin couldn't cast. The staff supervisors like Safe. There's a lot of people we could thank. So let's just say
Yeah.
thank you for all the staff in Talent League for an amazing season, and we're looking forward to the next season that is coming very soon. This is me, Jaeger. I'm joined by Squishy. Thank you, and have a nice day. And don't forget, stay hydrated.
Don't forget. There it is. See you guys.